T-minus 10 minutes and 5 seconds away from kickoff between these two teams here tonight. Tonight, it's a different story. The Gators had 9 victories this year, but one after another. Tonight, a loss. We play basketball. So tonight, a lot of at stake here tonight. Navarre coming in after a big win, 35-0 over the Gulf Breeze Dolphins last Friday night, where their quarterback, Matthew Webb, threw for 318 yards and 2 touchdowns. We're going to have that lineup coming up for you here. And just a little bit here. Of course, Paul's got all that ready for you on control. And we'll be talking about these guys as well. Of course, hopefully be joined by Mark Downey. He'll be my broadcast partner. Of course, Mark was unavailable to be here for the pregame show. He has been under the weather this week and had surgery on Thursday. So due to the cold weather, he was not going to be able to try it. But he said he was going to try his best. But if he don't make it, he'll be with us next Friday night if the Gators survive this week. Stay tuned. We're going to have some pregame interviews coming up. We're going to have Coach Joseph Gaddy coming up and head coach Jay Walls for the Navarre Raiders coming up. This is the Foosackly's Gator Kickoff live here on the Escambia Gator Sports Network. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. My interview with Coach Gaddy about an hour ago and Coach Jay Walls as well coming up here on the Foosackly's Kickoff Show. This is the Escambia Gator Football Network.
Yours are the shoulders that others depend on. To be there. To never let them down. And to get the job done. So when there's a lot riding on your shoulders, there's a lot riding on ours.
Welcome to Fairfield Inn and Suites.
Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott. Let's get it done.
Sonny's Big Deal. Slow smoked barbecue piled high, served with a homemade sidekick and a Sonny-sized drink. Impressive? At just $5.99, you're darn right. Oh, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome in here to Escambia High football here tonight. Again, the first round of the FHSAA High School State Playoffs here this afternoon. We're glad to have you folks with us here. Chris Strickland, joined now by Coach Joseph Gaddy. And, Coach, it's playoff time, finally. First round. We've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah, we're excited. It's playoff weather outside. That's what we've been preaching to our kids all week. You know, don't let the weather be bigger than the game.
Well, first off, I know last week was a tough loss. You know, you guys weren't prepared. Well, I know you guys weren't prepared to end the season that way. And what did you guys say to the kids? I know while we were breaking down, you guys had a long meeting with them. What was the message to the guys down below?
Oh, we just told them to use it as a learning opportunity. We said, you know, if it's only a failure if it's the last thing you do. We were blessed that we have another opportunity to come out this week and correct our mistakes and learn from them. If we're able to learn from them, then it's no longer a failure, it's a learning opportunity. And that's what we've been preaching to the kids all week. We've put it behind them. I don't think we've even mentioned the Tate game since we got on the bus at Tate.
Well, this is one thing I was talking to Coach Davis, you know, before we started our interview. It seemed like last week the boys were like a little uptight practicing. You know, was the record on their mind a lot?
I think so. You know, that's a big deal to go undefeated for the season. You know, and you know, maybe they were looking forward ahead a little bit, but not to discredit Tate football team. They're a fantastic team. They're without a doubt the best football team we played all season. They were definitely in playoff form, and we're hoping that our guys took that kick in the butt, and it's going to get them going in the right direction.
Well, tonight a different opponent, a team that we're not familiar with from Santa Rosa County, and the Navarre Raiders. And a very significance for you, Coach Walls, Coach Chew. So this is kind of a little added motivation for you this week to go up against your former coach.
That's right. It's like, does the student become the teacher? I talked to Coach Walls earlier on in the week, and you know, it was a good time. We were reminiscing, talking about some guys from the team. You know, it's been 11 years since we last, you know, I guess had the opportunity to be together over there at Suwannee High School. We won a district championship. They're back-to-back district championships, and we lost in the third round to Bowles High School. So, we're excited to face off. I just hope that we can get out here with a win.
Well, now we're going to take a look at this Navarre Raider team. Of course, looking at them all week on film, I've been looking at them. And one guy sticks out to me, number 7, the sophomore, Marco Carter. Reminds me of Darren Sproles. Kenyon Drake, kind of like a type of athlete. And then you've got their quarterback, who is a gunslinger, but can run the football as well. And, of course, that's Matthew Webb, who's coming off a 318-yard performance against Gulf Breeze.
Yeah, our defense has a fantastic game plan. Their goal is to make them one-dimensional. If we can, either take away the run or take away the pass and force them to be just one-dimensional. If they can do that, we think our defense can be successful. We got a fantastic run defense. That defensive line is tenacious in there in the middle. And our DBs are fantastic, not to mention, our linebackers are the core of that defense. So, if we can just make them one-dimensional, I truly believe they'll have a fantastic night.
And we just got a few more minutes left here, and talk about offensively, defensively. I know they're aggressive. They've got a linebacker that's got 91 tackles, averages 9 a game, and then they've got one of their defensive linemen, 7 tackles for loss in a game, 17 tackles for a loss, and that's their big defensive lineman. I believe that's Anthony Johnson. How are you guys? I guess you guys just going to man up, and I hope Gerald Bright just leaves him hanging tonight a couple of times. So.
Yeah, well, one thing Coach Walls does really well is he coaches up technique. He does a great job getting his guys in the right place. The linebacker you spoke about, he's not the biggest guy that we face, but he's always going to be in the right position at the right time. So we're hoping our guys are going to beat him to the punch. We're going to try to anticipate where he's going to go. And with the defensive lineman, it's the same thing that I said with somebody asked me, what would you do to Jadeveon Clowney? And I said, well, I'd read him. So, we're in the option. We have the opportunity to not block people and still be successful. There's not too many places that can do that. So we're pretty excited for tonight. We've had a great week of practice, offensively and defensively. So we think that we match up well.
Well, it's going to take, looking at the brackets, this is step 1, folks. The Gators are undefeated. Step 1, 5 left after tonight, and we're hoisting a state championship for the first time since, I think, 85. So I wanted to make sure I had everything right. Coach, good luck tonight. And hopefully we'll be talking after a big win right back here next Friday night, 7:30 kick right here from the bowl right here, the Swamp, Emmett Smith Field, MacArthur Stadium. And stay tuned, folks. We're going to have more of the pregame show coming up. We're going to have Coach Jay Walls, the head football coach from Navarre High School, going to be joining me. We're going to talk about these Navarre Raiders with him as we get you ready for more. This is the Fusakli's Fried Chicken Gator Kickoff Show right here on the Escambia Gator Sports Network.
Some people have to travel for work. Some people get to travel for work.
Free Wi-Fi! Pretty sweet. Hey, you look like you could use a pick-me-up. You want a macchiato? I think we can expense it.
Sometimes it's the little things that make a big difference. Courtyard, make room for a little fun.
I'd love to get a round of golfing while we're out here. Did you bring your sticks?
Welcome, everybody, back into the broadcast here tonight as we get you ready for kickoff. And joining me now, fresh off surgery, Mark Downey. Mark, I know you talked to me earlier today, said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. Yeah, I'm going to make it. So you made it.
Yeah, that's right, man. It's been a little bit of a recovery process, but this cold weather certainly doesn't make the process any easier for me, but I'm a gamer. I'm here for Escambia. I'm here for the Gators, and hopefully we're going to pull out a win tonight, Chris.
Hopefully so, and let's take a look at those starters. We got the starting lineup first for the Navarre offense, so I'll let you take over those and start right here. Then we'll go Escambia on defense, and then we'll flip over to Navarre on defense, and then the Gators on offense.
Well, this Navarre offense is a high potent offense featuring Matthew Webb at quarterback. And obviously he's a dual threat. and he's going to try to get the ball in the air early and perhaps run the ball a little bit as well. So the Gators are going to have their work cut out trying to cover this entire offense.
And of course, following Matthew Webb, we got the running back, number 7, Michael Carter, the sophomore. And then, of course, Derek Smith, the other running back as well. Wide receiver Cameron Mayweather coming into tonight's game. Cameron Mayweather, of course, the receiver for the ball club. He is got 30 catches on the year, 3 touchdowns on the season all alone, 27 yards, 29.7 yards a game receiving the football. The other wide receiver, Quentin Randolph, wearing number 20 for the ball club. He's got 45 catches, averaging 64 yards a reception there. Also, Terrell Courtney, number 21, the other wide receiver. At center, Sean Dunlap, wearing number 50. Number 59, Chris Herring is the left guard. At right guard, number 74, Brandon Short. At tackle, Brandon Baramas, and number 73, the left tackle, Corey Capina. I believe that's how you say that young man's name. And of course, that's the offense for the Navarre Raiders. And of course, Matthew Webb is coming into tonight's game, Mark, throwing for 2,059 yards, 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Now let's go to the offense for the Escambia High Gators tonight, as the Gators will be, of course, starting number 3, Gerald Bright at quarterback, followed by Jabril Brown at the fullback spot. Mark, you'll take over right there with the offense for the Gators.
Yeah, the other running back, of course, Jabir Fry, running about 800 yards on the ground this season. Our another feature running back is Martin McGee. Left tackle, number 51, Justin Brown. Left guard, number 65, Stephen Childers. The center is 77, Brandon Stafford. Right guard, 56, is Casey Gibson. Your right tackle is 57, Thomas Wright. Wide receiver, of course, number 21, Joey Everett, Chris, an All-American standout. And tight end, number 80, Mickey McDonald.
Well, there you have the starting lineups as we're fixing to head down to midfield now for the captains and the coin toss. Our referee for tonight's game is, I've got him right here, our referee for tonight's game is Jeremy Lowry. Umpire, John Linder. Back judge, Cornelius Seals. Line judge, Troy Robinson. Back line judge, Willie Sprites. And they, of course, represent the Miracle Strip Officials Association. Officials Association. I'll get it out there in just a minute.
That's right.
And before we kick this game off tonight, folks, rights to the webcast of the regional quarterfinal in the 2014 FHAAA Class 6A Football Championships have been granted to 8730 Sports Media Network and the Escambia Gators Sports Network by the Florida High School Athletic Association. It is attended solely for the enjoyment of our listening and viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is strictly prohibited. So no means no.
That's right. I think you got that squared away pretty well.
No means no. No bootleg. Or we will find you.
Well, we won't, but somebody will.
Somebody will. As we get ready for kickoff, and it looks like Navarre has deferred their option to the second half. So we are going to see Gerald Bright in the offense. We're going to set the defense for the Navarre Raiders as the Gator walk, just as the Gators are about to make their way down. As we've got Navarre here on defense right here, as we get you ready for kickoff here tonight between your Escambia Gators and the Navarre Raiders here tonight, live here on the Escambia Gators Sports Network, 8730 Sports Media Network, and also on the Florida High School Athletic Association website. As the Gator Chomp, as the south end zone, the Navarre Raiders are about to take the field. And coming from the north end zone, here come the Gators to the surface here at Emmett Smith Field.
All right, they look particularly spirited tonight, wouldn't you say, Chris?
I say they do, Mark. And, of course, want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight as Navarre has taken the field here tonight as well. This is playoff football. It is the first round of the Class 6A state playoffs.
This is pretty exciting stuff, Chris. It's been a long time since we've had a district playoff game here at Escambia High. And I know all the fans outside, as we are, a lot of them not in attendance tonight. And I would suspect we're going to have quite a viewing audience tonight, considering this literally freezing cold weather, Chris.
Of course, we were talking with Coach Wall. We're going to have that interview with Coach Jay Wall is going to come up at halftime during the Pensacola Interstate Fair halftime show. We're going to have that, of course, coming up for you at the halftime. And, of course, Paul's going to keep you up to date throughout the night as well. We're going to be handing him scores throughout the night. And we're going to do a quick scoreboard update. Here's Paul with the Mark Downey Associates scoreboard update.
And updates from around the area. Tate 24, Lincoln 7 in the second quarter. Godby 21, Mosley 3. That's in the first quarter. And, of course, we have no score here, no score Pensacola Choctaw, and no score Walton Madison County. No score in Graceville Baker. As soon as we have updates, we'll get them to you. Back to Chris.
Bunch of no scores there, but Tate 24-7 already over Lincoln. So that
I guess the way that they played Escambia last week, there's really no surprise there. They're quite a good team, and we expect them to go pretty far in the playoffs.
Kicking from right to left on your television sets and on the internet and also on your radio dial is Navarre. Number 18 will kick it off for the Navarre Raiders. That is going to be Luke Morton. 22 touchbacks on the season for him. Jabrier Fry and Felton Jackson back at their own 9 and 10-yard line. And the kick, it's going to be a squibber and waving the fair catch and making it at the 19-yard line. So the Gators will have it first down and 10. And again, we'll set the starting lineups again for the Escambia Gators here. Paul will put those up for you folks. Gerald Bright at quarterback, Brown at fullback, Fry at running back, Martin McGee at running back, Brown at left tackle, left guard Stephen Childers, center Brandon Stafford, a senior, right guard Casey Gibson, right tackle Thomas Wright, wide receiver Joey Everett, and tight end Mickey McDonald. Those are the starters, and then we'll have the defense for Navarre. Mark will have the defense coming up after this play right here for Navarre. Gerald Bright will go under center, first and 10. Going to shift the formation now. Going to have a wishbone set with a tight end to the far side. Gerald Bright under center. Going to toss Gerald Bright on the first play from scrimmage. Gerald finds a hole across the 20 to the 25 to the 26-yard line. A pickup of 6 on the play. And it's a second down and 4, Mark. And let's set that Navarre defense.
All right, the Navarre defense. Defensive lineman Anthony Miller. Defensive lineman Kyle Aersmith. Defensive lineman Cameron Myers. Linebacker Xavier Fernandez. Linebacker Jay Klasinski. Linebacker Bo Herring. And linebacker Everett Alford. And I'll let you get to the play call here. We'll come back to that.
Still wishbone formation, tight end to the far side. Gerald Bright under center. They're going to run the option again with Gerald Bright. Gerald finds a hole. Gerald's going to get stacked up at the 29-yard line, so it's going to bring up a third and about short here now for Navarre. Let's set here's the rest of the Navarre defense.
All right, your defensive backs, Tommy Leggett, defensive back Levante Geyser, defensive back Dylan Main, defensive back Michael Sandel. Your place kicker
is Luke
Morton. And your punter is Octavian Moyer. Sorry about that, guys.
That's all right. Hey, the Navarre, we don't know anything about Navarre. On the wishbone, they're going to give to Brown. He is going to edge forward across the 30. Let's see. He got to the 31.
I think he picked it up, Chris.
Let's see. It will be an all-pro sound. First down for the Gators at the 31-yard line.
That's a good way to start the game, Chris. We want to come out and, move the ball on the ground and make our presence known on offense and pick up that first down. Keep the chains moving.
Anthony Miller, of course, folks, 17 tackles for loss coming into tonight's game, Mark. 17 in a game. 17 tackles for loss a game.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
And he lines up with that left defensive end. Leading sack man is out to the outside. They're going to pitch this one to Jabrier Fry.
He's got a corner.
Jabrier Fry's got the 35. Stays on his feet across the 40 to the 45-yard line. It'll be another all-pro sound. First down for the Gators.
You know, that play took a little bit of time to develop, Chris, but wow. Even a shirt tackle couldn't stop him as he rumbled another 8 or 9 yards after the shirt tackle.
A 19-yard run for Jabrier Fry. Now we're going to come 2 receivers to the near side, receiver far side, wing back to the far side as well. Brown is the single setback. Going to send a man in motion. Going to give it to Jabrier. We're going to have a penalty flag on the play as Jabrier's going to get to about the 47-yard line. Let's check the call from Jeremy Lowry.
It's like an illegal motion, perhaps the illegal formation. Illegal. That's too bad, but that'll put him back a few yards.
Want to thank DTR Electric, our game title sponsor. Also, touchdown drives brought to you by your friends at the Fairfield Inn and Suites. All Pro Sound brings the first downs. Mark Downey and Associates, sponsor of the Red Zone.
Glad to do it.
And of course, the Pensacola Interstate Fair, your halftime show. Want to thank Fusackley's Fried Chicken. First and 15 now after the penalty there. Fusackley's Fried Chicken, proud supporter of the Gators on the Gator Kickoff show, which will happen each and every Friday night from here on out. And, of course, want to thank Wingstop all a supporter of your Gators here on the Escambia Gators Sports Network. Receivers either side. Gerald Bright's going to keep it right up the middle, going to get across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Picks up maybe a yard on the play. Second down and 14 there for that one, Mark.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be back to the original line of scrimmage, so second and 11 for the Gators.
Of course, Miracle Strip Amusement Park proud to bring you today's game in Panama City, Florida. 850-230-5200. Of course, Chris Strickland, Mark Downey with you tonight. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. Handoff, and Gerald Bright fumbles the football. And as Navarre, I believe, has it. Let's see. They may.
It's still moving.
It's still moving. Let's see. It's going to be Navarre football. So now we're going to see the Navarre offense on the field here now. We're going to let Mark. Talk about that right here. Of course, led by senior quarterback number 4 at 6'2", 180 pounds, 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2,059 yards. That is quarterback Matthew Webb. And
he's a stud.
And he's going to have sophomore running back Michael Carter in the backfield, coming off 85 yards against Gulf Breeze, averaging 70 yards a game, but he does most of his damage in the receiving category. They're going to hand off to Carter right up the middle. Carter's going to get across the 40, stays on his feet, and he gets across the 45 to the 40, down to the 34-yard line, across the 35 down to the 34.
37.
39,
excuse me.
39-yard line. Good deal.
Yeah, you know, it looks like the Escambia is having some trouble picking up some tackles there. Got to get those arms wrapped up around the Navarre offensive players and tie them up and put them on the ground.
Last time, I believe that last drive, Mark, that was just a bad play by Gerald Bright.
Looked like a miscommunication.
Handoff's going to go to Carter again. He's going to fight his way, and he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for a all-pro sound first down for the Navarre Raiders. They'll move the chains as they just got the football. They got the football on the plus side of the field, and they'll be marching to the end zone to our left as you're watching Escambia Gator football here tonight on the Escambia Gator Sports Network. Sportsmanship is like having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those that play in it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by your folks at this station and the Florida High School Athletic Association.
Chris, while you were doing your homework there, nice pass by Matthew Webb down to about the 17-yard line.
And that's another first down for the Navarre Raiders. They're going to set it up. Two receivers will go to the far side, receiver near side. Matthew Webb has Carter alongside in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. He'll run it right up the middle. And then that time, the Gator defense slams the door shut. Led there by number 19, Kyrie Lovelace in there on the tackle for the Gators there, Mark.
Yeah, that's a big play right there. We needed that one. We got to stop this pressure right now. Navarre is looking to move the ball down the field very effectively right now, and the Gators have to answer.
Let's take a look at that Gator defense here now. Darius Granderson at defensive end. Shante Hills, defensive end. Austin Travis at D-line. Andre Pease in a defensive front. DeMarcus McKenzie, Jamal Bynum, and Kyrie Lovelace are the linebackers. Defensive backs, Kylie Walker, Dude Donaldson at defensive back, Corey Roberts at the other defensive back, and Logan Walden at the safety spot for the Gators.
Yeah, the albino Badger, I tell you what, coming into this game, you know he wants to make his presence known early and often.
Well, that is a penalty flag. Second down at 6 for the
That's
Navarre.
a shame. All the yards we took away from them, they just got back for the penalty there.
Trips will go to the far side, receiver to the near side. Carter is in the slot, folks, so they like to throw it to him on the screen. Swings it out, and it is incomplete as the Gators will hold him there. Intended pass there, number 2. That is Derek Smith, who is in the ball game, has rushed for 500 yards throughout the year, 6 touchdowns, his longest of 80 yards, averaging 50 yards per game.
Yeah, the Escambia defense brought their blitz that time. They had a couple defensive backs coming from the outside, and Matthew Webb tried to get the ball off a little bit premature when was not able to make the connection. This brings up a huge third down, Chris, early in the game. I tell you what, this is very important that we stop them right now.
And their field goal kicker, folks, of course, Matthew Horton Mark, coming into tonight's game, he's 2 out of 9 on field goals, his longest of 38.
Wow.
So the kicking game is on our side tonight. With
This could be 4-down territory.
3rd and 6. Pack going to throw this one. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, Navarre Raiders.
Wow.
Matthew Webb. And that one was complete to number 20.
I'm still trying to figure out where that horn is coming from.
Right down there.
Oh, I know that, but isn't this our field?
Yes. And of course, that was Quentin Randolph, his 46th catch, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And I tell you what, Chris, it doesn't get any easier than that. I mean, blown coverage, obviously. We tried to blitz, but to no avail.
And the kick, it is up and good. And, of course, Matthew Horton, Michael, excuse me, as I told you.
We could find a Escambia fan to go and unplug that speaker down there on the Niceville side. That would be nice. Or Navarre side, excuse me.
That would be nice. 44 out of 46. He is now 45 out of 47 on extra points. Your score was 7:45 to go. Navarre 7, Escambia nothing here on the Escambia Gators Sports Network. Want to thank the Carpet Guy, proud to bring today's game, along with GoWaiter.com, proud to bring today's game. Also want to thank Five Flags Speedway, Red Cat Racing, the 8730 Harvey Shop, Blue Angels Music, Pensacola Motorsports, and also Superior Termite and Pest Manager Mike Wilcox and all the staff there. And we want to wish you folks a great Thanksgiving. And, of course, come by and check us out on the website at SuperiorTermiteandPest.com. And, Paul, we're going to send it back to Paul now for a Mark Downey Associates scoreboard update. Let's see if we got some scores going up.
All right, Tate 24, Lincoln 14 at the half. Leon 0, Niceville 7, first quarter. And let's see if we can get you the Tate score real quick. And we give you the mic back.
And the kickoff going to go deep. And this one's going to go down to Felton Jackson from the goal line, and he is going to be a touchback, the 23rd touchback of the year for Horton, and the Gators will start 80 yards from Pater, Mark.
Yeah, we got to get it going here. This is an important drive. Obviously, you didn't want to come out and get in the hole early on, but that's exactly where Escambia finds itself now, and it's very important that we come out here and move the ball down the field and put some points on the board.
But the good thing is, Mark, we're only down 7 points. Last week we were down 20-0.
Geez, by about the same time, you're right. It was unbelievable, and of course we know what happened. Escambia dominated the rest of the game, and unfortunately late touchdown sunk them. But I think things are going to be a little bit different here.
Receivers go either side, wing backs either side. Brown is the single sent back behind Gerald Bright at quarterback. Gerald Bright on the keeper. Gerald finds a hole, gets across the 20 to the 23-yard line, taken down there by number 55 for the defense for the Navarre Raiders, number 55. That is Xavier Fernandez. 91 tackles coming into tonight's game,
wow,
Mark.
That's pretty stout.
He is a young man. He averages 9 a game. He tackles for loss, 9 a game as well for him.
Yeah, that's no joke.
2 wide receivers will come to the near side receiver, far side. Navarre going to have to check the play now. Coach Mike Davis has done a great job with this program. 9-1 record overall. His only loss, of course, last week to the Tate Aggies. Wing back either side, receivers either side. Gerald Bright under center. Going to send a man in motion. Going to toss it to Martin McGee. Martin's going to find across the 20 to the 21. That Navarre defense, Mark, is so fast that they were able to cut that one off, and this is going to bring up third and a long 8.
Yeah, they definitely moved towards the ball quickly, but it doesn't help that Martin lost his footing, and he might have been able to pick up a couple more, but either way, we have third down and long coming up.
Everett Alford on the tackle there, 59 tackles for him, 2 fumble recoveries, 3 sacks on the year. Gerald Bryant back to pass. Gerald's going to load up.
He's got a man.
He's got a man.
There's pass interference.
Pass interference, and it's going to be across midfield, and that's a big penalty against the Navarre Raiders in their best cover corner, number 27, Levante Greason.
That was a fantastic pass to Joey Everett. And, of course, Joey had a step on him in all 27. I'm sorry, what was his name again?
Greason.
All Gieser could do was try and just wrap him up and stop the play from happening. Otherwise, that's 7.
And now they're backing up. They're backing up Escambia.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
They're going to mark it off. Oh, they're going to mark it off.
Okay. That's right, because it's not a spot foul.
Okay, so it's going to be a pass interference. It will be a 15-yard penalty. It'll put the ball at the 37-yard line. It's an all-pro sound. First down for the Gators. 6:29 to go, and Escambia trailing 7-0 to the Navarre Raiders.
I tell you what, Chris, we would love to have that 6 points on the board right now, but we'll take it right now. We're moving the ball and see if we can capitalize.
37-yard line. Gerald Bryant under center. Gerald on the option keeper. Gerald finds a hole, breaks a tackle,
goes.
And Gerald Bryant,
there he goes.
He may go. He will. 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Gators!
Woo! Wow, that's vintage Escambia High School offense, moving the ball down, punching away at the middle, and eventually you're going to find that crease. And, of course,
got a flag. Sideline warning against the Navarre Raiders.
Wow.
A sideline warning against Navarre. This game is tied up with a point pending with 6:19 to play. Folks at the Florida High School Athletic Association, if Paul didn't tell you, I'm excited. It's playoff football. I'm sorry. You can censor me. But guess what? I can tell you, I ain't going to back down. Wow. What a nice.
I'll tell you what. That was a fantastic run by Gerald Bright. And, you can only stop him so long. You can only hope to contain him, but eventually he's going to find his holes, Chris, and he's going to break off some runs.
And that's what he's talking about. Emilio Maldonado's kick is up, and it is good. We're tied at 7 with 6:19 to play. This is Escambia Gator football on the Escambia Gators Sports Network. That touchdown drive, again, brought to you by your friends at the Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott in Spanish Fort. If you're looking for that great place to go, just for out of town, you're about an hour away from Mobile. If you're going to South Alabama to a football game or a baseball game, and of course the Crimson Tide is going to be hosting a baseball series down there this year, and of course with Sewell Thomas Stadium, what a great place to be at the Fairfield Inn Suites.
And you know what, Chris?
Marriott.
I've stayed there, and it's a fantastic place.
Well, let's going to take the timeout. 7-7 your score, 6:19 to go. We're tied.
It's considered the most prestigious short track race in America. And in December, the racing world will gather in Pensacola to etch their name in the history books forever. The best drivers in the land will follow the footsteps of racing legends as childhood dreams become reality at Five Flags Speedway. This is their time. This is the main event. The crowd, the cars. This is what racing is all about. For 300 laps, they will battle side by side to conquer.
And the kickoff by Emilio Maldonado is going to go into the end zone. What do you expect? A touchback for Emilio Maldonado, and the Gators will have it. And on the defensive side, Navarre 80 yards from Pater. Well, I was hoping the wind would hold off, but guess what? It didn't. But now we're going to see what happens here with the a water break timeout here in the middle of 30-degree temperatures. We're going to have a heat timeout with 6:19 to play. We're going to take it with them. It's 7-7 your score. This is Gator football on the Escambia Gators Sports Network. Thank you so much for joining us.
Some people have to travel for work. Some people get to travel for work.
Free Wi-Fi! Pretty sweet. Hey, you look like you could use a pick-me-up. You want a macchiato? I think we can expense it.
Sometimes it's the little things that make a big difference. Courtyard, make room for a little fun.
I'd love to get a round of golfing while we're out here. Did you bring your stick?
Welcome back, everybody. Two wide receivers go to the left, one to the right. Webb looks, throws, pass is caught, and coming up to make the tackle, Logan Walden after a pickup of about 5 on the play, second out and 5. On the little stop route, Matthew Webb finds his man, complete to number 35. That catch there is brought in by, of course, T.J. Woodbury, his fifth with 155 yards receiving, and he picks up 5 on that one. Second and 5 there, Mark.
Yeah, I tell you what I'm noticing already is that the Gators are going to have to tighten up on that line, and they're bunching up and they're just dumping those little 5-yard passes and waiting until the big ones come open. It is a incredibly difficult offense to guard.
Handoff, going to go to Carter. He's taken down to the backfield. No, it's going to be Webb. Webb kept it, but
tried to run their own trickery of their own there.
Right, tried to run the jet sweep, but Darius Granderson in the fumble snap, and the Gator defense snaps it down, and that now is a big time. It's going to bring up third and about 7 yards to go with 5:22 remaining in the first quarter of action. A 7-7 tie between Navarre and the Gators of Escambia here on the Escambia Gator Sports Network with Chris Strickland, Nolan Puckett, Mark Downey, Paul Moraney on controls, and all the folks back at Control Center at the Florida High School Athletic Association. Appreciate them for the opportunity.
Big third down right here, Chris.
Matthew Webb back to pass. All go routes. Pass is going to be caught.
There it is again.
And it is going to be a first down against Logan Walden. and it moves the chains. An 11-yard gain, first down, Navarre.
There's got to be tighter coverage than that. That's just too easy for them. They're making those little 5-10-yard dumps with relatively no coverage at all. They got to tighten up on that.
Again, we want to thank you so much for joining us here tonight again, and I hope you folks, we thank you again for a great following all season long. Webb from the gun. He'll check the sideline now. Looks over to Coach Jay Wells. Carter will be the lone setback as doubles will go to each side. Two receivers to the near side, receiver far side. Takes the snap. Going to hand off to Carter. Carter stretching it, and he turns it upfield. He'll gain maybe 2 on the play, breaking it second out of 8 mark. Good pursuit by Logan Walden.
Yeah, that was good coverage that time. They don't seem to be doing as much on the run, but they're going to have to keep looking out for that little dump pass, those little sweeps that you were talking about earlier.
Well, the defense, of course, under the coaching direction of Tyrone Boulware and T.J. Williams, co-defensive coordinators. And, of course, Coach Williams is up in the box. He's down below. He's listening to everything that's going on. Coach Boulware down below as well. Coach is up top doing a great job, of course, as Navarre on second down. He lost some yardage.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
Lost some yardage on that one. Matthew Webb, they're going to hand off right up the middle. He's going to gain nothing. Good job by Michael. Good job by the defense there. And guess who leading the tackle? The leading tackler on the ball club, DeMarcus McKenzie, coming up with a tackle for the Gators.
Looks like they gave him forward progress for about 2.5 yards, Chris.
It's going to bring up a third and about 10, maybe 9.
Yeah, so, this is once again, this is a third down play we've got to stop the conversion on.
This is a big-time defensive play here for the Gators here in the first quarter of action. Stay tuned, folks. At the end of this quarter, we'll have the Mark Downey & Associates scoreboard update. Again, with Paul, he'll be keeping you up to date. Of course, score stream still loading up, but we'll keep you up to date. And, Paul, have we heard back from anybody back at the FHSAA? Good deal. Just wanted to double-check with him. Gonna Matthew Webb on the rollout. Pressure coming. He's going down in the arms of Kyrie Lovelace.
What an all-out blitz. That was beautiful. Beautiful coverage. No time at all for Matthew to do anything with that ball that time. They shut the door quickly.
So now we're going to see Octavian Moyer averaging 36 yards per punt.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a beautiful corner blitz, Chris. And we're going to get some pretty good field position, hopefully.
Hopefully a block would be nice. Logan Walden back deep to receive the punt. Snap. Punt is away. That's a low kick. That's a low kick. Get away from it. Get away from it.
Well, a good bounce, unfortunately.
And it is going to take a nice roll. And it's going to be down at the 35-yard line. So Logan Walden and the defense do their job and gets the first 3 and out of the ball game for the Navarre Raiders. So now we got an opportunity to drive the field down and take a lead with 3:12 to go first quarter here. Again, Mark Downey joining me, of course. Mark Downey, the owner and entrepreneur, I guess you could say, of Mark Downey and Associates Insurance and
Real estate.
I've said insurance.
You know what?
Paul said it last week.
Maybe it's a premonition because
maybe you need to start selling insurance. Yeah. I need health insurance.
I don't know, man. I tell you what, that whole insurance world is an absolute mess.
Mark Downey and Associates Real Estate.
That's right.
Mark, how's it been this week?
It's been fantastic. I tell you what, business is phenomenal. But right now we need to get in the business of football, so let's talk about real estate later.
Yep, Gerald Bright on the carry. Number 56 coming up to make the tackle for the Navarre Raiders. That is number 56, of course. That is Bo Herring. 81 tackles coming in tonight for Bo Herring. 8 tackles a ball game for him, and that was a good tackle there. But look at the yardage.
Well, you know, even when you stuff him, he's still going to pick up 3 or 4, and that's the beautiful thing. You know, the misdirection and the triple option is very difficult to guard, and so you're going to see a lot of times a play that appears to be stopped, he's going to go ahead and drag you for a couple yards and pick up a couple anyway. So
Fry in the backfield with Gerald Bryant under center. They're going to toss it to Jabrir. Jabrier's going to cut to the outside. He's got some running room.
He cuts inside.
He cut inside. Good run there by Jabrir Fry. He's going to be a yard shy of the first down. If Jabrir would have just cut a little bit more inside, it would have been 6 points. But
I think you're right, actually.
But he picks up 7. He's going to pick up.
Wow,
8.
It's real close.
He's going to pick up 7. He's going to pick up 6 on the play. 3rd and about 1 for the Gators here.
About a half, it looks like, Chris. Yeah, you're right. You know, if he'd have cut back inside, I think he was going for the sticks. He wanted to try to move the chains, so you can't blame him there. Let's see if we can pick it up here.
Gerald Bright under
push forward. There we go.
Gerald's going to get the first down across, and he's still running hard. And he's going to get to about the 48-yard line. Gerald Bright on the quarterback keeper just mounts the back of Stafford and takes it for a all-pro sound. First down for the Gators, coming up with a tackle, number 99. Coming up for the tackle, and that is, of course, Anthony Miller picking up his 69th tackle for the night. That is, of course, unofficial.
It looked like he picked up about a little over 4 that time, Chris, and that's exactly what we were just talking about a minute ago. He's going to carry. Someone's going to carry him on their back, or he's going to.
Bad snap. Gerald Bright.
Look at this.
Gerald Bright finds a hole across midfield to the 40-yard line. That was a bad snap that was just Gerald Bright pulling out too fast. But anyway, it's an all-pro sound. First down for the Escambia.
I tell you what, Chris, he took his glasses off, pulled his shirt off, and there was the Superman cape, and he dragged him down the field for another first down.
1:29 to go, first quarter. Clock moving now. 7-7 your score. Gerald Bright on the pitch. Pitch it to Jabrier Fry. Nobody in front. Jabrier Fry. He is gone to the house. Touchdown! Gators!
Wow. You look to stop one, and the other one gets you. That's the combination of Jabrier Fry and Gerald Bright.
Did you see Navarre? They came up so quick to stop Gerald.
Yes, they did.
And Jabrier, all he did was like,
go. You know, Gerald Bright was, he mentioned in the paper today, he was quoted saying, we've run this offense so long now, it just comes natural. And that was a good example. That was a dangerous pitch, but they made it look easy. They tricked the entire defense for Navarre. And once again, we're talking about another 6 points on the board.
Emilio Maldonado for the extra point to give us a 14-7 lead, and he does with 1:13 to go. Your Gators 14, the Navarre Raiders 7 here on the Escambia Gators Sports Network. We'll take a timeout.
Welcome to Whataburger.
Beautiful day, beautiful day.
I take pride in everything I put out.
To give you all the flavor that you need.
Fresh meat, fresh vegetables.
Awesome job, awesome.
When you smile, it makes somebody's day. At least they come out the place a little better than how they came in.
When I see a roof with orange stripes, I feel like I'm at home.
There's a lot of pride in every Whataburger.
Well, after that touchdown, partner joining us now, Mark. As we were talking about, Navarre screened up to get Gerald Bright. They forgot there's another guy with two lines in his number, and that's number 8, Jabrier Fry.
Yeah, when you go to stop number 3, you got to still remember number 8's lurking. And that's the way it's been all season, and we're starting to see Escambia football at its finest right now.
1:13 to go. Emilio Maldonado, last time he kicked it, he put it to Cantonment, and he's going to put it to Inslee. And they're going to take it.
He didn't quite make Cantonment, but we'll take Inslee every time.
We'll take Fairfield Drive. That's all right. We'll take Fairfield Drive. But again, we thank everybody for joining us here tonight on the Escambia Gators Sports Network, and also watching us on the Florida High School Athletic Association website. And we appreciate. I tell you what, Mark, the software they sent us is amazing. And play it on
I didn't even get a chance to look at it.
Look at it. We have a scoreboard now.
Look at that.
We've got rosters. We got lineups. Paul is in hog heaven over here, and he's having a ball.
He's in Gator heaven.
Yeah, he's got his Gator.
He's got his Gator. Yeah, maybe the cameraman should get a look at that eventually before the broadcast is over.
Matthew Webb on the keeper. He's going to get across the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And that's about one of their best runs of the night so far. The Gators have done really well containing this dual-threat quarterback, Chris.
Want to thank DTR Electric, our game title sponsor. Contact Jim Miller. He's located in Cantonment, Florida at 850-554-5275. Honest, old-fashioned service, your neighborhood electrician, both residential and commercial needs. DTRelectric.com, proud to be a supporter of your Gators right here on the Escambia Gator Sports Network.
I tell you what, Chris, it was getting loud there for a minute. The bands were competing. The fans are competing. The teams on the field are battling. This is an all-out war, Chris. What a game this is going to be.
Michael Carter's in the slot. They're going to swing it out. And of course, Mark, I've seen that on film. They line him up in a trip set. and they run a bubble screen out of that to him. Reminds me a lot of a man that is now with the Philadelphia Eagles, played with the New Orleans Saints, Darren Sproles. They like to get him the ball any way possible.
Yeah, and Darren Sproles, a phenomenal, just, what is he, 5'7", and he runs about a 340. I mean, the guy turns that corner just like we see a lot of times with Gerald Bright. So he's someone to watch all night long.
And, of course, now they're going to split him wide to the near side, receivers to the far side. Webb from the gun has Smith alongside. Takes the snap.
Third down.
Pressure coming. Batted down by Gerald Butler.
Wow!
He said, no,
are you kidding me?
He said, no. The old Akeem Olajuwon, not in my house.
And, you know, we got the offensive and defensive coordinators sitting next to us tonight, Chris, and they are absolutely loving this. What a play by the big guy, number 99.
That is Gerald Butler, and Gerald's made a lot of big plays, but now another 3 and out for Navarre, and that's going to bring up again Moyer to bring the punt out. His last punt was a 39-yard punt. His last time up, he'll be kicking from the end zone to our left, kicking to the end zone of our right. I'm sorry, and kicking, and of course,
low snap.
Low snap. Moyer's punt is away.
Oh, he's got a good one
nice punt this time. Fair catch called for by Logan Walden, and is made at the 40-yard line. 60 yards from Pater now with 10.3 to go in the first quarter. Escambia 14. The ball club from Navarre 7 here in the first round of the Florida High School Athletic Association Class 6A quarterfinal playoffs here tonight on the Escambia Gator Sports Network with Nolan Puckett on the camera. Paul Moraney with his Florida Gator thingy on. Hope the Gators win tomorrow, Paul. If they don't,
we're going to call that a Escambia Gator.
You're
for
never
tonight.
wearing that again. Mark Dowdy and yours truly, the voice of the Gators, Chris Strickland, and Brown right up the middle to the midfield logo.
Jabri almost broke one and took it to the house.
And, Mark, that will be the final play of the quarter in a well-played first quarter. We've got 21 points on the board. Navarre 7, the good guys 14. This is Gator Football on the Escambia Gator Sports Network, brought to you by Fairfield Inn and Suites, All Pro Sound, the Pensacola Interstate Fair, and Mark Downey and Associates Real Estate. Proud to bring you today's game.
Thank you.
We're going to have more coming up right here. Second quarter coming up. This is Gator Football on the Escambia Gator Sports Network.
It's considered the most prestigious short track race in America. And in December, the racing world will gather in Pensacola to etch their name in the history books forever. The best drivers in the land will follow the footsteps of racing legends as childhood dreams become reality at Five Flags Speedway. This is their time. This is the main event. The crowd, the cars. This is what racing is all about. For 300 laps, they will battle.
Welcome, everybody, back to the second quarter. 12 minutes on the board. 14-7 Gators with a football going to the end zone to our left. Gerald Bright on the keeper. Gerald's going to cut it, and Gerald breaks a tackle, and he'll go down at the 40-yard line. Possible face mask could have been called there, but not called there.
Yeah, that's too bad. You know, we lost a few yards there.
And guess who got him? The young man that has 17 total tackles for a loss, Anthony Miller.
Wow. No surprise, I guess. Well, it brings up a big third down play here, Chris. And, you know, you make a big defensive stop when you want to capitalize the score, or at least bring the ball downfield. So it'd be nice to pick up the first down here.
Two wide receivers either side. Gerald Bright has Brown on the backfield. We may throw this one on third and long. Going to hand off to Brown. Gerald Bright's going to turn this one up, and he's going to be taken down and led in there by Herring, making the stop. It's going to be a fourth down, so Emilio Maldonado will be called on to punt this one.
You know, the triple option tricked me that time. I thought Jabri had it, and I thought he was about to break one loose, but unfortunately that was not the case.
Tonight's game in the 2014 Florida High School Athletic Association Class 6-1A Football Championship is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The Florida High School Athletic Association is a democratic organization with membership to more than 780 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student-athletes can complete fairly and equalitably in an
equitably.
It's
cold out here.
It is cold in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork and sportsmanship.
All right, Chris. Well, the ball's going to be set at the 27-yard line with the Navarre offense moving from left to right. And the Gators are ready to go, and here comes the Navarre offense.
3-3 and outs mark for the Gators since giving up that early touchdown. They've settled down a little bit now. So, of course, now Michael Carter will line up alongside Matthew Webb. Two receivers go either side. Webb will go from the gun. He'll take a two-step drop. He's going to throw the little out route over.
Wow.
Shoots his man. Good coverage by the Gators there. Logan Walden over the top.
Yeah, Chris, I was talking about that. We got to start putting a little bit better pressure on the with the cornerbacks and the safeties, and it looks like that's exactly what we did that time, having nice pressure in addition to a pass rush. So looking a lot better, at least on that first play. Let's see how we continue to do against Matthew Webb and his powerful arm.
Two wide receivers again either side. Carter is the single setback, and he's going to run the speed option here to Carter. Carter to the outside.
They got him sniffed out.
And there is Darius Granderson, and they throw it for a huge loss.
Wow. The Gator defense starting to show its prowess now, Chris. Let's see. I believe the tackle was, it was the entire Escambia defense.
Leaving there to Nico Floyd. I know also seeing Granderson in there making the stop. For the latest news, the official news about Florida High School sports, including the results for all round of the playoffs, visit the Florida High School Athletic Association, FHSAA.org, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. Matthew Webb back to pass. Pressure coming, loading up. He's got a man over the top, incomplete. So that's the 4-3 and out with 9:44 to go.
Wow. I mean, seriously. The coaching staff for the Escambia Gators have made adjustments necessary, and they are coaching this team in a way that we haven't seen in quite some time. I tell you what, we're looking as sharp as we ever have right now defensively.
Of course, the website, that is www.fhsaa.org. Catch live on-demand postseason coverage of the Florida High School sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by your friends at the NFHS Network.
And here's the kick, Chris.
And the kick going down.
Wow.
And it is going to be
careful.
It's going to be at the 42-yard line, line of scrimmage, 42-yard line.
Now, this is the third time in a row we've had the ball in between the 35 and the 40-yard line. And, of course, we scored on one of those. Last time was a 3 and out. We need to push the ball and score. And really, I think with the touchdown here, it could really, really dampen the spirits of the Navarre Eagles and perhaps change the entire flow of this game right now.
Let's see what happens here. Gerald Bryant on the keeper, and he's going to be taken down for a loss there. You said Eagles.
I said Niceville earlier, and it's the Niceville Eagles, so that time I got Navarre right, but I got the Eagles wrong. So
well, Navarre, of course, played Niceville and lost 35-21 this year. They're 3-2 on the road this year, 5-0 at home.
Wow. I tell you what, what's up with that?
But a good thing is, as you knew the Niceville Eagles, don't tell me you go all the way to Niceville now.
Who, me?
Yeah, don't tell me you
go.
No,
sir. No, sir. I try to stay away from those parts.
Well, I was fixing to say.
Beautiful area, don't get me wrong, but it's a long drive.
Yeah, how far?
Niceville from here?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good hour-and-a-half drive, isn't it?
Well, I go to Crestview in my travels, and that's about an hour drive, so just beyond Crestview, I guess. Wow.
It's south, and that's the problem. If you take 98, it's going to take you forever, but you can jot off of Interstate 10, and it's still going to take you a good, I would say, at least an hour 15, hour 30.
Here we go, wishbone formation for Gerald Bryant. He'll go under center. He'll take the snap again. Going to hand off to Brown right up the middle. Brown breaks a tackle, running the ball hard. Brown's going to get to the 49-yard line. Totes about 7 Raiders with him.
I'm going to say that was about 9. That was impressive. His legs were churning forward, and nothing was stopping him except for 9 Navarre players.
Yeah, exactly right. Ball resting at the 49-yard line. Second down here with 8:45 to go in the first half of action. Stay tuned. We're going to have the Pensacola Interstate Fair halftime show for you. Gerald Bryant on the keeper, gives to Brown to the 50, stays on his feet to the 45, and will move the chains. It'll be an all-pro sound. First down, Gators.
Yeah, that was another great delayed handoff. And the Gators are starting to move the ball now. This is looking good.
Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight here on the North Florida High School website. Joining us here tonight and enjoying the broadcast here of the Escambia Gator Sports Network. This is Gator Football live here on your home for Gator Football, 8730 Sports Media. Handoff right up the middle to Brown. Brown's going to run the ball hard. He'll get nice running room there as he gets her nearly to the 42-yard line. Maybe a yard on the play there, Mark, maybe 2.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row for Jabri, and he is running the ball hard and picking up a good 3 yards every time. And I tell you what, that will keep the chains moving just about every time.
The sledgehammer is doing his job right now. As Emilio Maldonado warming up down below. Hopefully we will need him to take this to make this a 10-point lead would be nice. Gerald Bright on the pitch out to Martin McGee. Martin to the 40, stays on his feet. Nice run there by Martin McGee. Gets tripped up. I believe it will be. Let's see.
Yeah, forget the field goal. Let's go for the touchdown, you know. They're moving the ball right now, and it looks like Navarre is a little bit discombobulated, having some difficulties making adjustments. You saw him jumping around the line a second ago.
Going to have an official timeout.
Sets.
Going to have an official timeout. Sorry, Mark. They're going to bring him out for a measurement, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like they are. But very good play calling right now for Escambia, and Navarre's having some trouble making the necessary adjustments. And it very well could be a 14-point lead here in just a few minutes.
I want to thank Foose Sackley's Fried Chicken at www.foossackleys.net. 6 locations in Mobile to serve you, and also a location inside Lad People Stadium. And again tomorrow, folks, and it will be an all-pro sound. First down for the Gators. And again, folks, the South Alabama Jaguars taking on Texas State tomorrow. And I think they said the first 2,000 little ones that get in tomorrow get free T-shirts from the folks at Foose Sackley's. And tickets only $10 for South Alabama games.
Wow. I was in Tallahassee last weekend, and you're going to pay just a little bit more than that.
Well, I figured that. That's the defending national champs. And the sledgehammer Brown gets across the 30 to the 23-yard line. I'm actually going to be at a birthday party tomorrow for one of my wife's, one of my wife's family members, and we will, of course, be tuning in at 2:30 for the matchup of the day of the season. Number 1, Mississippi State against number 5, Alabama. I still don't understand how Alabama's out of the top 4.
You know what? I have to agree with you there, although I can say there's a lot of just wait a minute.
Martin McGee on the carry, and Miller's going to make the tackle, and that one there was a misdirection. If Martin could have just cut it to the outside, that would have been 6 points.
But like I was saying, there's a lot of parity in college football this season, and, you know, really, if you think about it, beyond Mississippi State, the next 15 positions, it's a crapshoot. I think any of those teams could win on any given day.
Exactly right. And, of course, Florida State don't have no slouch tomorrow night with the Hurricanes of Miami.
Well, it's never an easy game. And I'm going to agree that the Seminoles are a good team, but they haven't played the best this season. They certainly don't look like they did last year.
Going to give it to Jabrier Fried. He's going to be taken down. That was good pursuit by Navarre there.
Lost about 6 on that play, Chris.
Number coming up to make the tackle, that is Michael Sandel. 37 tackles for him, 26 solo, and he comes up to make the tackle. So this is going to bring up 4th down and long here. So this will be an Emilio Maldonado field goal, and he will put this one. This will be a 44-yard field goal.
50 yard.
Is it a 50?
50 yard.
Is it 10 yards in the end zone?
Yeah. Last
10
time
yards,
I checked.
10 yards end zone. So it's a. So let's see it. A 50-yard field goal for Emilio Maldonado. Snap. Kick is on the way. Does it have enough leg? It is good! It's a 10-point lead. Emilio Maldonado. 50-yard field goal. And the Gators up 17-7 with 5:31 to go until halftime.
Well, Chris, I don't know. You called it earlier. You said it's going to be Emilio field goal, and certainly enough it was.
Well, that's a good thing. It makes it a 10-point lead for the Gators over Emilio Maldonado. And I tell you what, I'm talking to Emilio. I know Paul came down here for practice. I bumped into him. I said, how do you feel? He said, I feel great. And, you know, he said the guys have really been picking me up this week. And I know last week was so heartbreaking for him. As I was driving home, I just felt so bad for him after that field goal. But he bounced back hitting a 50-yarder here.
He shows his resolve, and he comes back in. And I tell you what, 50-yarder in high school football, you just don't see it very often. And that ball was about as true as you can kick.
And again,
I don't care what it is, pros, college, that was a great kick.
That sure was a great kick. And again, folks, we thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the Escambia Gators Sports Network, 8730 Sports Media Network. And again, glad to have you folks with us here. Chris Strickland, Mark Downey, Nolan Puckett here tonight, Paul Moraney on the controls, and all the folks back watching us on the network here tonight. Kicking it off is Emilio Maldonado. This one's going to be short from the 1-yard line. And coming out of here is this one. This is going to be Carter, and he is going to be taken down short of the 20-yard line. And coming up to make the tackle is number 16 for the Escambia Gators. That's Jimmy Simmons on a special team stop for the Gators.
Yeah, I'm jamming out over here, Chris, to the band.
The Pride.
They sound phenomenal as always. It's freezing cold. My son's down there. He weighs 100 pounds, and he has, a little outfit on that's normally hot in the winter, in the summertime. But I know he's freezing, but yet they still sound phenomenal over there. I got to send my shout out to Dakota Downey, my son. He's doing a great job tonight.
Of course, Dakota will be, on the field here in just a little bit, so you'll get a chance to see your son out here playing in just a few minutes here.
That's right.
And we want to thank Paul here for Paul has officially, folks. If you've not heard, we have locked up a deal. We will be doing Escambia High basketball. We'll be doing some games throughout the week. We'll also be doing some games maybe also through the playoffs and through the district tournament and stuff like that as well. And then we're also going to be doing baseball in the spring. We signed that deal, so I would love to offer the invitation for you to be my color commentator for baseball here, if you'd like to do it.
Baseball's my sport. Oh, we almost picked him up on Matthew Webb.
And a penalty flag. My heavens, that was good coverage there. And that was Jaworski Hamilton.
It looks like. Sorry, Chris.
That's all right.
But, yeah, baseball is my sport, Chris. I've been coaching and playing baseball for God knows how long, and there's nothing more I'd love than to help you call some games. So, but right now we got work to be done here at Escambia, and that did not help things after the Gators have been looking so promising on defense. They just gave them 15 yards.
Well, I don't understand that, Mark. That was a good coverage by Jaworski Hamilton, but
it looked like a good hit, a good clean hit.
He may have pulled the jersey.
Yeah, that's a tough call. That's a tough call for sure.
Here we go. Matthew Webb will have Carter alongside. Two receivers far side, receiver near side. Man in motion, running the jet sweep. Going to hand off to Carter. Breaking a tackle. Granderson there, and they take him down short. DeMarcus McKenzie, but Granderson could have had him for a 5-yard loss on that one. But good penetration and good tackling by the Gators. It's going to be a second down and about 10 yards to go with 5 minutes to go until halftime.
Yeah, that was good pursuit, and they hung in there. It looked like he was going to break it there for a minute. And unfortunately, the Gators were able to come up with a tackle. That brings up another second down. About 9, it looks like, maybe 9.5.
9.5 yards to go here. Two receivers come near side, receiver far side. Webb from the gun. He'll take the snap. He'll throw the pass. It's going to be nearly intercepted. Wow. That could have been big 6 points there for Jaworski Hamilton if he would have kept his feet. And again,
sorry, Chris. He was looking for the tackle, and the ball was right there. The receiver had fallen down, and that could have been a pick 6.
Should have been a pick 6. Third down, and about 9.5 yards to go for the Navarre Raiders. A big defensive stand here for the Gators with 4:38 to play. Because Navarre gets the ball to start the second half, the Gators will have nothing more than to go in at halftime with momentum and a 10-point lead, possibly more.
Well, this wouldn't be a 3-and-out because they did pick up a first down on the penalty, but it would be just like a 3-and-out.
Matthew Webb back to pass, pressure coming.
Nope. Oh, no.
And that is a pass.
Oh, that's a horrible call.
That is an over.
Oh, my goodness.
That should have been, that should be the halo rule.
Oh, please tell me that's overthrown ball. Stick the flag back in your pocket.
Pass interference.
No,
you got to be kidding. Well,
miracle strip. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to say anything like that. That's just horrible. That's just a shame. That was a great defensive stand by the Gators, and it's taken away by two penalties. Big penalties.
Jeremy Lowry, the referee, gives us the call, and it is a pass interference. That one, folks, was a little bit questionable, but it nonetheless moves the ball to midfield, keeps the drive alive for Navarre.
They started the ball at the 20, and they're at the 50, courtesy 2 15-yard penalties.
1 yard total offense.
1 yard of total offense.
Back to pass. Webb loading this one up. He's got a man there. It is going to be broken up. Good coverage there by Duke Donaldson, knocking that one out of bounds.
That was great coverage that time. They're tightening up. I think the coaches are seeing what we're seeing, and they're getting those players a little bit snugger on them, and I think they can. I think one of them said that they could smell their breath that time. That's what we want to hear.
And, of course, that was Quentin Randolph. That is, of course, Matthew Webb's favorite target. He's got 45 catches on the year, and he's got 5 touchdowns. And also plays defense. He's got 2 interceptions, but 45 catches on the year for him. Now we're going to have trips will come to the near side, receiver far side. Carter's in the backfield along with Webb. 2nd down and 10. Back to pass.
Oh, look at this.
Center screen, batted up in the air, and that should have been a pick. That would have been a pick for the big man. That right there is a defensive lineman's dream. A pick 6, but it's 3rd and 10 now, Mark.
Yeah,
Good defense.
Great defense, great deflection. He had no idea the ball was going to be sitting there. I'm sure he wanted that ball as bad as we wanted him to have that ball. But once again, we can make a big stop here. Not a 3 and out, but it might as well be.
Of course,
Chris?
the young man with that right there, Andre Please. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 270 pounds. Pressure coming. Throws it over, and it is nearly intercepted again by DeMarcus McKenzie. But it's a 3 and out for the Gators. That's good defense by the Gators. With 4:15 to play on a cold night, Mark, if this was a 65-degree game, that's a pick.
I think you're right, man. I think we have a couple pick 6s now. But unfortunately, that's not the way it's gone. Looks like we're going to have the ball deep in the in Gator territory here after a punt coming up.
Well, if Logan Walden takes one back here, I'd love it. He nearly took one back last week against Tate as Moeller's punt is away, waving the fair catch, and it's going to be taken at the
Moeller's,
17.
His kicks are nice and high, and that's creating a situation where Logan just can't get any room to run. So we haven't been able to see him, strut his stuff tonight.
Exactly right. I want to appreciate you folks for joining us here tonight. And again, folks, www.nfhsnetwork.com. That is where we're, of course, streaming live. I want to thank Play It On Sports for the new software. Thank them. We signed a 2-year agreement with them. We've got a lot of great things, as you can see on the board, folks, and you'll also see in some other things as well. Great software here tonight. Handing off, Gerald, handing it off is Brown. Brown nearly, as he rips that one across the 30 to the 31. All-pro sound. 1st down, Gators.
Right now, the Navarre defense has no answer for this run game. And Jabri has done a fantastic job just running up the gut each time. He's a north-south, or a north runner, if you will. And he's just pounding the ball right now. Like you said, the sledgehammer is...
Wishbone going to give it right up the middle to Fry this time. Fry's going to get to about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line.
It's going to bring up 2nd down, Chris, and looks like about 8.
I'd like to see Brown rip it. He's ripped a couple of this year. And, of course, he's the one that's been beating on the wall right now. Of course, a great first half for the Escambia Gators. Right now, leading this one 17-7. Love nothing more to go up 24-7 at halftime over the Navarre Raiders and possibly break Navarre's spirits heading into the locker room. Gerald Bright will go under center with a wishbone set. Looks at the clock, make sure he's got plenty of time. Gerald Bright's going to turn, give to Martin McGee. He get to the 35, bringing up a 3rd and long here now for the Escambia Gators.
Yeah, you got about 3rd and 6 coming up. And, we'd like to keep this drive going right now and wear out Navarre going into halftime.
2:56 to go. Stay tuned. We got the Pensacola Interstate Fair halftime show. Paul have scores and some other great highlights for you as well of tonight's game. And we'll also have our interview with Coach Jay Walls, the head coach of the Navarre Raiders. You're seeing a lot about his team right now, but, of course, you're going to hear it from the head coach. My interview with him I had about 2 hours ago with the coach of the Navarre Raiders as the Gators are going to get it across the 35 to the 36, and that will be a 3 and out for the Gators. So a 10-point lead.
Well, actually, they did pick up one 1st down, but it's a shame because it looked like they were just going to start pounding the ball in the middle. But I guess Navarre did have an answer, in fact, and now the Gators will punt.
Let's see what happens right here. Number 12 will be back deep. That is, of course, Michael Sandel. He is back deep to return the punt for the Navarre Raiders. He's standing at about his own 25. Emilio Maldonado's punt is away. Nice punt, takes a wobble, and Sandel's going to let it bounce, and it takes a big-time Gator roll down to the 17-yard line. So now you've got 83 yards for Mr. Webb. And there goes
our stats.
And there goes the roster for Navarre. But it's okay. We're good. Hopefully somebody will keep it for us, and we'll hold on to it. That north wind is driving me crazy. I knew this was going to come in handy. Of course, Mark's going to head down and grab the roster here. Webb's going to come from the shotgun, takes the snap, going to throw it over the middle, and it's going to be caught at the 31-yard line. Number 3 with the reception there for the Navarre Raiders, and coming up to make that one. And, of course, that is number 3 making that catch, and that is Moyler making the grab there for the Navarre Raiders. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. 1st down and 10. Navarre, all-pro sound, 1st down Raiders. They'll have it. 2 wide receivers come either side. Smith is in the backfield. Out of the snap, his pass is incomplete, and that was Tavian Moyler who come up with that one there, Mark, and I think that was his 5th catch of the year, and it's 2nd down and 10 after that one. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we know the wind all of a sudden just comes out of nowhere, and it is icy, and it took some of our stats and sent it down to the fans.
Well, the Lord wanted the fans to know about who they were playing. Anyway, here we go. Webb will go from the shotgun again. He'll have trips, and Carter's going to be in the backfield. They're going to swing it out. Back pressure coming. Webb's got pressure coming. He's going down in the arms of Kyrie Lovelace.
Looks like he's going to – oh, wow. Look at the forward progress they gave him. I'm not really sure what these officials are seeing tonight, Chris. He was easily at the 23, and they gave him forward progress to the 25, it looks like. Maybe we'll call it the 24.5. No, 24.
3rd and long here now.
Better than I thought it was
under 1 minute now to play. Under 1 minute, clock running. 2 wide receivers are going to go. 3 wide receivers come to the near side. Receiver far side. Matthew Webb from the gun. Gators nursing a 10-point lead. 17-7. 47 seconds to go.
I'm not sure why we didn't call a timeout there, Chris.
Quarterback on the draw play, and oh my goodness, fumbles the football. I believe. Let's see.
Now they're saying it's down.
And that was number 33, Austin Travis, and a timeout taken, I believe.
Yeah, I'm
timeout in Escambia.
Timeout before that.
Yes, we're going to call a timeout with 37.5. So this right here, folks, it could just be the Gator offense getting in Emilio Maldonado's range for a field goal to make it a 13-point lead at halftime, but still would love 24 points on the board to break Navarre's spirits heading into halftime.
Yeah, absolutely. If I'm Escambia right now, I keep my coverage back and allow perhaps Logan to break one. Get all the blockers you can, rather than try to go for a block punt.
Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us. We want to thank Wingstop all season long. They've been a sponsor of Escambia Gator football. We want to thank Miracle Strip Amusement Park. Thank them so much for being a part of Gator football in Panama City at Pier Park. We want to thank the Carpet Guy. We appreciate him for being a sponsor. And hopefully you folks that are sponsors with us, you'll stay with us through basketball. And we would love for you to join us through baseball. Mark, we sure would love for you to stay with us during basketball season and baseball as well.
Yeah, I love basketball. I'm going to have to get a kitchen pass for that one, though, to check with the wife on that.
Oh, okay. We can check on that one. As Moyer's punt is away, let's see what happens. Logan Walden's going to wave a fair catch at the 39-yard line. So a 29.3 to go. A great first half for the Gators, and the offense will take it down the field.
Once again, Chris, where's the ball being spotted? Right outside the 40.
Right outside the 40, and we've got 17 points to answer for it. So we've had some good drives, but we sure do need some more. Stay tuned. We're going to have some stats for you coming up, as we'll have that coming up for you as well. And, of course, Paul will have the Pensacola Interstate Fair halftime show as the Pride and the Navarre Marching Band are going to perform for us as well. Wishbone formation, double-tight formation. Gerald Bright going to run this one. And Gerald's got
he's got it.
Gerald's got the out, and he's going to get out of bounds. Smart play by Gerald Bright.
Yep.
22.5 to go in the first half of action here.
Chris, I thought for a split second he was going to be able to turn that corner and run it upfield. And you never know when he heads north, what he's going to do. In this case, it would have been south, actually, but, semantics.
Well, let's see what happens here as Gerald Bryant will bring the team back up to the line of scrimmage. Checking in number 26, Seth Richardson, a sophomore wide receiver, checking in now for the Escambia Gators. I'm going to go
22
down.
seconds, Chris.
I'm going to go down and see the wife, get some of that hot chocolate.
Yeah, speaking of wives, I wish mine was here, but I guess I'll have to try and fend for myself.
3 wide receivers go to the far side, receiver near side. And Gerald Bryant back to pass, going deep for Richardson. It's incomplete.
And we lost stats again.
Well, we're just going to have to get us, at halftime, we're going to have to get us some duct tape.
Yeah.
But, of course, we're going to get some everything taken care of. We'll get everything down at halftime. We're going to duct tape everything down for us. And we'll, of course, have everything for you coming back up as we come back up for the second half. As, again, Escambia.
Well, it's not over yet.
Nope.
Chris, we got another player or two left.
Third down and about 4 yards to go here. Gerald Bryant swings it out to Jabril, and he is stuffed. Wow. Number 27.
That hurt.
That was a big-time stick there by, and now let's see what the Gators are going to do here. Kick with 4.4 to go. They're just going to probably take a knee and go into the end zone and go into halftime here. Your score is 17-7. Your score with 4.4 to go. Timeout of Gators with the timeout. Escambia is going to take the timeout. Of course, we appreciate everyone again for joining us here at the website and, of course, on the Escambia Gators Sports Network here from 8730 Sports Media.
If you're hungry or thirsty, make sure you visit the grocery stand in the Spirit booth. The Spirit booth has chili for $3. Again, visit the Spirit booth. Chili for $3.
Of course, stay tuned. We got the Pensacola Interstate Fair halftime show coming up for you. As we've got more coming up here, we'll have the second half. Myself and Mark, we're going to go get warmed up. Paul's going to have the Pride coming up for you. And we're going to have some other great action for you as well as the Escambia Gators right now leading this one by 10 with 4.4 to go. I believe Gerald Bryant's just going to maybe run an option here just to run out the clock. But wouldn't it be nice with no time on the clock? He takes it for a touchdown.
You never know. And, the Gators don't ever just rest on their laurels. They have taken every opportunity they can to put the ball in the end zone. So we'll see what happens here,
Sure
Chris.
would be nice for a 52-yard run by Gerald Bryant. Gerald is going to swing this one out. It's going to be complete. And the Gators are going to be tackled, but it will be a first down, but a 10-point lead at the half. 17-7, your score. The Gators leading this one 17-7. This is Gator football. Great first half. Mark, your analysis on the first half.
Well,
there's that horn again.
There's that doggone horn. It started off a little bit scary there, but the Gators have once again taken control. This time they didn't wait till they were down 20-0 to take control. But they certainly have since that opening drive by Navarre. And they look to take control of this game as we saw with the preceding, 6-7 drives.
Right.
The Navarre offense could not do anything. So we're looking good going into halftime. I like our chances now. I think that the Escambia defense will hold up, and hopefully a couple more touchdowns on the board, and we'll wrap this thing up, Chris.
Well, again, folks, that is the end of our first half. We got the Navarre Raider Marching Band taking the field, followed by the Pride here to start the halftime festivities. So, folks, stay tuned. We're going to have more of the Pensacola Interstate Fair halftime show. Paul's going to have that for you. He's going to have score updates for you. Hopefully, the friends from Choctaw are taking on the Pensacola High Tigers tonight. Coach Mike Bennett and his team, what a route for them. They made the playoffs. So we're going to Paul's going to hopefully catch up with all that, folks, for you. Stay tuned. The Pensacola Interstate Fair halftime show starts now. Here's Paul with that, and we'll be back for the second half.
Wingstop is all about flavor, but flavor's more than a sauce. Flavor stands out. Flavor is in the details. Flavor is in the motion. Flavor brings people together. And despite everyone's individual tastes, flavor's what we all bring to the table. Bring more flavor to your big event with Wingstop.
Entering the field for your halftime entertainment, the award-winning Escambia High School Marching Band, The Pride. Their 2014 show features the music of the great American composer George Gershwin. The show begins with a mashup called American Rhapsody in Blue. Telephone soloist is Brody Cecil. Tuba, Wesley Potter, and trombone solo, Isaac Cook. The Pride follows that with Gershwin's Summertime, featuring trombone solos, Josh White, and piano, Andrew Gregg. The show closes with Human Overture, An American in Paris, with tuba soloist Ian Launcher. Drum majors, Richard Romero and Trevor King. Is the band ready? On behalf of Principal Michael Sherrill and the faculty and staff of Escambia High School, the Pride presents Gershwin.
And we want to welcome everybody back to Emmitt Smith Field, MacArthur Stadium. You're watching the halftime show as the Pride is on the field. I want to give you a quick update. Pensacola 10, Choctaw 13 at the half. Very good game going on right there. And we will see if we can get you the Tate scores. We have a final with the Tate score. We'll see if we can get that to you here momentarily. And again, you're watching the halftime show as Escambia is leading this one 17-7 over Navarre in first round of the FHSAA playoffs. For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds. Yeah, we caught it. Yeah, let's try that again as the wind took it and tried to sit it downstairs. For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results for all rounds of the 2014 FHSAA Football Championship, visit FHSAA.org, the official website of Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.org. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. And, of course, you're watching 8730 Sports Media Network and the Escambia Gator Sports Network.
Welcome to Whataburger.
Beautiful day, beautiful day.
I take pride in everything I put out.
To give you all the flavor that you need.
Fresh meat, fresh vegetables.
Awesome job. Awesome.
When you smile, it makes somebody's day. At least they come out the place a little better than how they came in.
When I see a roof with orange stripes, I feel like I'm at home.
There's a lot of pride in every Whataburger.
It's considered the most prestigious short track race in America. And in December, the racing world will gather in Pensacola to etch their name in the history books forever. The best drivers in the land will follow the footsteps of racing legends as childhood dreams become reality at Five Flags Speedway. This is their time. This is the main event. The crowd, the cars. This is what racing is all about. For 300 laps, they will battle side by side to conquer racing royalty. The blood, the sweat, the tears come down to the biggest race of their careers. This is the Snowball Derby.
It's the 40s.
give you one of my cooking secrets, but you better keep a lid on it, all right? Cracked peppercorn. That is the secret behind my brand new Popeye's Cracked Pepper Butterfly Shrimp. Big, beautiful butterfly shrimp breaded with a light peppercorn crust and fried up fresh. And for a limited time, you get 8 big butterfly shrimp, Cajun fries, a biscuit, and my very own blackened tartar sauce for just $4.99. Honey, prepare to light up your taste buds.
Welcome, everybody, back to the second half as we've got some second half action coming up for you. It's Escambia against Navarre here. Mark Downey back with me here. We're live here this afternoon again from Emmett Smith Field, MacArthur Stadium. And Paul, of course, brought in some of the updates from the Pensacola High Choctaw game on the Mark Downey and Associates scoreboard update. Choctaw 13-10 at halftime over the Pensacola High Tigers. Mike Bennett's team hanging on against one of the top seeds over there, the top seed, the Choctaw ball club over there in Fort Walton Beach.
Yeah, I've been trying to decide who we'd rather see in the next round, assuming we get there, and I'm sure we will. But, obviously we've seen Pensacola High, but they've seen us. Choctaw's a strong football team, but I'm pretty sure that we can take Choctaw. I think we could probably beat any team. This was going to be a big battle for us because, like I said at the beginning, the dual threat role of Matthew Webb. And I think if we get past this team, we should do all right in the next round.
Of course, reminder, everybody, of course, we had the first half stats. And, of course, the Gators 216 yards on the ground and 7 through the air for a total of 225 total yards on offense for the Gators. And Navarre, of course, has been held pretty in check here. Michael Carter, the big-time sophomore running back, has been held in check. And Matthew Webb has been sacked a couple of times. The Gator defense has put a lot of pressure on him tonight. As I tell you what, it's been a great first half of the defense for the Gators and a 10-point lead, 17-7 to show for it.
Yeah, Navarre's going to look to come out strong, and I'm sure they're going to try to get Michael going in the second half. This is a strong football team featuring a couple real deep, a couple talent. I mean, the talent for the running back and the quarterback position is deep for Navarre, and I expect that they're going to try to get that game going once again. But you know what? The Gators have looked really strong on their rush defense. They're not let anything across that line of scrimmage, and I like our chances right now.
Again, we thank everybody again for joining us here. We are about ready to get the second half underway as Navarre defer their option to the second half. They will get the football to start live here tonight.
That was him. You're good, man.
Well, Mark's coffee went flying.
Well, we're packed up here. We've got coaches up here,
and we've got wind
and a lot of scrambling going on the last minute. And someone hit the table, and there went my hot chocolate flying. But the good news there, folks, is I was just about done with it, so not too much loss there. But let's hope that is a sign of Navarre's chances coming to a crashing halt.
Well, that would work out. So here we go. Emilio Maldonado will kick it off to start the second half on a cold night here in West Pensacola. Kick on the way, and we're underway. And, he puts that one to Perdido King.
That might be in the Gulf.
That may be in the Gulf. It may be froze by the time he gets there.
Yeah.
Paul was showing us at halftime. It was 40 degrees at halftime, but, of course, me and you were talking. The real field temperature at kickoff was 30 degrees.
Well, at 6 o'clock, the real field temperature was 30 degrees. I have to assume it's dropped a few degrees since then, and I don't think his weather report was correct. It feels like it's about 33 degrees out here right now, maybe just above freezing.
Here we go. Matthew Webb will turn. He'll give to Smith right at the middle. He'll get to the 19, loss of a yard, and guess who led the tackle? DeMarcus McKenzie. That is Smith on the carry. He's got 500 yards rushing. There, Mark, it's Derek Smith. He's a 5'9" running back there with 6 TDs with 180 pounds at 5'6".
And I said Carter earlier, but Carter and Smith both want to get their run game going here. And once again, Escambia's right there to bottle them up, and they lost a yard.
Matthew Webb back to pass. Pressure coming.
Got him.
Kyrie Lovelace, he throws it up, and it's going to be caught. No, he's going to say
it hit the ground.
It hit the ground, and they're going to give it a catch?
Certainly not.
Yep. Wow. He must have trapped that one.
I have no idea how he made that catch.
Only thing we need now is a review.
No kidding.
Paul,
they're not going to get one.
Got review? Nope, not yet. Okay.
Well, what looked like a sack turned into about a 4-yard gain. But, This is a big third down play right now. We can really stymie their flow here by getting this stoppage here and hopefully force a punt.
Hassan Williams is in the backfield now. They're going to send a man in motion. They're going to play action fake. Pressure coming. Webb throws this one, and it is going to be caught and makes a great catch there. So Matthew Webb rolled out of the pocket, completes the pass, complete to number 20, Quentin Randolph, his leading pass catcher. He picks up to the 42-yard line, first down.
He averages
Navarre.
about 4 catches a game, and he is a real talent, a big boy too. I believe he is 6'2". It says he's 175, but I got to tell you, he looks like he's about 190, 195.
Man in motion. Webb will have a man. They're going to hand off right up the middle to Williams. He'll bust it to the outside. He gets to the midfield stripe, a 9-yard pickup. He's going to bring up second down. They're going to give him 8 on the play. Second out and 2 now, as Butler's going to check back in now for the defense here, as number 34 Sam Ward will check out of the ball game for the Gators.
It looks like Navarre is trying to pull their own misdirections and trickery, tearing a play out of the book of Escambia. A nice couple of plays in a row for the Navarre Eagles.
Webb will
Raiders,
get right up the middle. He rips this one. Williams right up the middle, and he will make this a touchdown. It is now a 17-14 ball game as Williams goes right up the middle for a touchdown. That is Hassan Williams, 210 yards rushing coming into tonight's game. He gets 50 on that one.
Unbelievable. A quarter of his entire rushing yards right there. And, you know, we were talking about it. I was saying at the beginning, just before kickoff, we got to continue to keep the pressure on the defense, or I'm sorry, on the rushing game. And unfortunately, Escambia had a lapse there and breaks off a 50-yard run.
Morton's extra point is up, and it is good. He is 46 out of 48. 17-14 your score, and here comes the freight train.
Yeah, we were hoping. We only heard that a couple times in the first half, and let's hope that's the last time we hear it.
Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight as Navarre comes out with their opening drive, and they take it right down the field to make it a 17-14 game over your Escambia High Gators right here. Gators with the lead right now, 17-14 here on the Escambia Gator Sports Network. This is, again, 8730 Sports Media Network with Chris Strickland bringing you all the action. Mark Downey on color and Nolan Pucklet on the camera here tonight. And it says on the website it says PL. I got it. So Nolan's like, you said it wrong, man.
Well, you know, I think he's a little cold over there. No gloves on. He can't wear the gloves. He's got to be able to control it.
He wore shorts last week. Folks, he had shorts on. It was 30 degrees, and he had shorts on.
Actually, I think it was 40, but that's still not short weather, Chris. Sorry.
Hey, we went up top. We thought it was in the
it was
Rockies.
30. You're right. The wind was blowing. A little squib kick.
Morton's kick's going to be fielded, and returning this one. Hello.
Wow.
Across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Duke Donaldson gives us some great returning yards there. And the Navarre Raiders defense now will take on the field, and now they're going to have an opportunity to stop Gerald Bryant here now with 9:42 to go until the third quarter comes to a close mark. We're up by 3, 17-14.
Yeah, and you know, this is our best starting point of the entire night at the almost 45-yard line.
Wishbone set here for the Gators. Gerald Bryant will go under center. Stevenson is the center. Of course, Stevenson, Stafford, 5'11", 225 pounds. Going to hand up to Brown. Gerald Bryant's going to get to the 45, and he's going to be taken down by a host of Raiders there. And coming up to make the tackle, number 34 making the tackle there for, that is Cyrus Grimes. 20 tackles, 7 solo for him, Mark, coming into tonight's game. That's his 21st tackle of the night.
Yeah,
first of the game.
Navarre's made some nice adjustments since that last touchdown drive by the Gators in the first half. And now they're bottling up that middle in a way that we haven't seen anybody do on us in a while. So we're going to have to get things going.
Gerald Bryant on the pitch out. He's going to pitch it to Martin McGee. Martin's going to be taken down. And
Lost
now
a couple.
Navarre defense is getting a lot more physical now, Mark, and a lot more speed now. We're going to have to gash them up the middle as number 26 will check into the ball game now. Seth Richardson will check in. The 6'3", 175-pound sophomore will check in for the Gators here now on third and long here now. 3rd and 11, Mark, with 8:42 to go, and Navarre with all the momentum.
Yeah, they definitely have kind of turned this thing over, haven't they? See what the Gators can do here on third down.
Gerald Bryant back to pass, loads up,
We'll
got a
play
man,
action.
going to throw this one.
No.
And that's
no
incomplete.
call. Wow, they called a tic-tac, if you'll remember, early in the first half on a play similar to that. And, it could have gone either way there, but no call, and fourth down, we're punting.
Seth Richardson, the intended receiver, with 8:26 to go, and Emilio Maldonado will line up to punt this one. Escambia 17, the Navarre Raiders 14 here. As back deep will be number 12 here for the Michael Sandel back deep for the Navarre Raiders. Emilio Maldonado will punt on 4th and 11. Kick is away. Nice punt by Emilio. It's going to take a roll. And it's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line by Corey Roberts. Great kick there by Emilio Maldonado. So now the Gators will go back on defense. But here's the thing, Mark. Navarre has the momentum. They have a 3-point deficit. They have the lead. And Matthew Webb may be comfortable now. But the Gators still harassing him. And I still don't understand how he got the completion down there. And that kept the drive, and that kept him alive. Of course, it would have been third and very, very long.
Yeah, that's a shame they didn't pull off that sack when they had their chance. They had him wrapped up, but somehow he got the pass off. And let's see if we can get back to usual Gator defense.
Williams in the ball game now. They're going to hand it to him on the draw play, and this time taken down there and making the tackle. DeMarcus McKenzie making the tackle for the Escambia Gators. Back to the 15-yard line, loss of 2 yards on the play, second out and 12, as that was Williams on the carry for the Gators. He just ripped off that 50-yard run, and the Gators now know that he's got some speed and some wheels, and they stopped him short, and they stopped him for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, definitely made the necessary adjustments there. Let's see if we can keep it going here.
Escambia now will bring it up. We're going to have Moeller in the backfield. They're going to hand off, play action fake. Webb back to throw. He's going to swing the little out route. Intercepted by Corey Roberts. It is Corey Roberts. End zone. Touchdown Gators. Corey Roberts read the wheel route, and he picked it and took it to the house.
Woo! I tell you what, Chris. We have dropped 3 passes that could have been pick sixes. The fourth time was a charm. And here we go. The Gators back on top. I'm sorry. They expand their lead. And what a play. What a time to come up with a huge play for the Gator defense.
Well, a 9-point lead now for the Gators. Javier Smith will hold out of the snap of Brian Day. Snap by Day is up. And Emilio's kick is true. It's 24-14, 7:32 to go. This is Escambia Gator football on the Escambia Gator Sports Network. We'll have more. That touchdown brought to you by Fairfield Inn and Suites. We'll have more coming up. This is the Escambia Gator Sports Network.
Yours are the shoulders that others depend on. To be there. To never let them down. And to get the job done. So when there's a lot riding on your shoulders, there's a lot riding on ours.
Welcome to Fairfield Inn and Suites.
Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott. Let's get it done.
Emilio Maldonado to kick it off, and to mark that interception comes from Corey Roberts, the 5'8", 170-pound junior defensive back, and that was a wheel route that was going to Michael Carter. And that wheel route last week killed Escambia.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I tell you what, Corey read that one all the way. He was sitting there, and, when we saw the ball go up, I think we all held our breath wondering if he was going to be able to catch on this frigid night. But his hands were true. He had some extra stickum on his gloves, and, of course, it resulted in a 6-point touchdown.
Well, now the Gators will take over on the defensive side. 20-yard line is where Matthew Webb will go back after throwing his 4th interception of the season. And Navarre, of course, trailing this one now back by 10, 24-14. The Gators are man in motion. They're going to play action fake, going to hand off to Williams, and he's now going to get to the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a yard.
Yeah, he was going nowhere that time. That was the same exact play that they ran when he busted through the middle and ran his 50-yard touchdown. But this time the Gators sniffed that one out and made the stop.
Andre Pease on the tackle for the Gators there, coming up to make the tackle, the 5'9", 270-pound sophomore making the tackle. And, Mark, if you look down this Escambia roster, a lot of these guys will be back for 3-4 more years. Matthew Webb's pass is going to be complete as he gets it across the 20 to the 25-yard line, and that is Moyer making the catch there. But just look at this roster. Junior, sophomore, junior.
Couple freshmen.
Freshmen.
Yeah, it's really remarkable. This is a team that's been built out of, Coach Willie Spears has built this team, and Mike Davis coaching, and now it looks like he's going to pick up the first down.
And Reynolds is going to be run out of bounds. He'll pick up the first down. But
as you said, the Gators are built for now, and they're built for the future, and that's something you don't see very often. This is a very talented team now, and they will continue to be talented, even with the loss of Gerald Bright.
And, of course, a lot of more seniors. But, hey, these guys here, they still got a long way to go, folks, with 6:25 to go here. Clock stops. Now clock moving. It's 24-14. Gators on top. 2 receivers either side. Matthew Webb will have Williams in the gun. Webb's quick trap, throws complete Moyer. He'll get across the 35 to the 37-yard line. And coming up to make the tackle, Corey Roberts. Also Duke Donaldson in there.
Corey took a shot.
And DeMarcus McKenzie is slow getting up. No, check that. That's Jamal Bynum.
Yeah, they collided going for the tackle, both of them. It looks like he's going to be okay, but he's a little shook up. But, that's exactly what Navarre was doing in the first half, those little 5-yard outs. And they're going right back to it because they recognize that was working early on in the game.
Handoff's going to go to Williams again. Williams going to get across the 40 to the 41. Stays on his feet across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Nice surge by the offensive line there. A very small offensive line there, Mark, for the Navarre Raiders.
Very, very talented, though. They've created opportunities when they've needed to, and, of course, that moves the chains.
Well, that's going to be an all-pro sound first down for the Raiders. We're going to take a timeout. 5:26 to go. 24-14 your score. We're going to send it down to Paul here for just a minute for Pensacola for the Mark Downey and Associates scoreboard update here. Of course, last time Paul was with you, he said 13-10 Choctaw over the Pensacola High Tigers. Here's Paul with that score update coming up here, Phil, in just a few minutes here. This is, of course, Gator football here on 8730 and the Escambia Gators Sports Network. Here's Paul with that Mark Downey and Associates scoreboard update.
You got to give Paul a little extra time. He has to get his hands unfrozen.
A lot of multitasking going on tonight. Let's see if we can pull the scores up for you guys. Here, hold this, Chris, while I see what I can do.
Okay, he's going to be getting that. And, of course, we'll be keeping that up to date. We'll come back with Paul here in just a minute.
Chris, you got to give him more time, man. It's freezing out here, man. I mean,
well, the phones are even freezing up.
I'm surprised they work.
My nose is running. Why can't the phones run? Webb back to pass, loading up, got a man deep. It is incomplete. Good coverage there.
Excellent coverage
by Duke Donaldson on number 20 for the ball club from Navarre. That is number 20. That's Quentin Randolph, who caught the big first down catch the last time. Of course, Navarre in white and maroon pants with the silver helmets with the familiar Raider logo, the Tampa Bay Buck logo, Tampa Bay Buccaneer logo on the side. Of course, the Gators in all blue tonight with blue helmets and the E on the side, orange face mask.
Nice description there, Chris.
Beautiful. I like the orange and blue.
Very illustrative.
The orange and blue of Escambia. I don't want anybody to think I'm an Auburn Tiger.
Or a Florida Gator.
Or an Auburn. Well,
sorry.
My wife's a
Sorry,
Gator.
Paul.
Swings that one out. It's going to be complete across the 45. Stays on his feet into Escambia territory. Number 21 comes up with that catch. That is Tyrell Courtney.
And Tyrell picks up the first down, it looks like.
445
yards.
No,
I'm sorry. He's short just about 2 yards.
Well, here we go. We got Paul back here. Here's the Mark Downey Associates scoreboard update with Paul.
All righty, in the third quarter, we have Pensacola 17, Choctaw 13. In the third quarter, Pensacola up 17-13. And here's Chris.
Wow.
If you didn't hear me, 17-13 13.
That's
Pensacola High Tigers.
Well, you know, I said I felt like Choctaw would win the game, but Pensacola High's no slouch.
Under
oh,
center
this is
here
good.
now.
This is good. We got a false start.
Well, under center. Now, that was the first time I've seen Navarre under center.
Yeah, he's running out of the shotgun all night.
They ran out of the shotgun all week off sides. Escambia.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Wow. You know, every call has gone against the Escambia Gators tonight. I'm really surprised. I thought I saw the offensive line jump and draw the defense off, but apparently I must be seeing things. It's a little bit cold out here, folks. But I'm pretty sure I saw that. Giving them another first down. Navarre under center again. Ball's handed off to the left side. They pick up about 6 on the play. Number 2, Derek Smith, 500 yards on the season.
Well, I had to take a break there, having to get all these PSAs from the Florida High School Athletic Association all rotated around here because we're going to have the end of the third quarter coming up here. We got to get a couple in here.
Yeah, well.
They're the one to send them, so we got to get them in, or we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, let me know if you want me to do some reading for you.
Hey, I may let you do that. Handoff's going to go to Smith right up the middle again, and the Gator defense stacks him up at the 35-yard line. He's going to lose back to the 36-yard line with 3:59 to go here in the third quarter. Gators 24, Navarre 14 here, live here on the Escambia Gators Sports Network here from 8730 Sports Media. Again, we appreciate you folks for joining us here tonight, live here from MacArthur Stadium, Emmitt Smith Field. Winner of this game moves on to the second round, and we'll get the winner of Pensacola High and Choctaw next Friday night. Guess where? Right here at Escambia.
Yeah, that's
Matthew
nice.
Webb back to pass, jump pass, and it is going to be broken up, and it's going to be caught.
No, he caught it.
Number 88 makes the catch there. Number 88, Jordan
the
Irving,
fullback,
made the catch. The running back threw the Tim Tebow jump pass.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before, but it worked and catches the Gators off guard, and it is a first down.
Looked like a free throw shot, you know? He just kind of tossed it up there.
Speaking of free throw, folks, we're going to be your exclusive home for Escambia Gator basketball coming up as soon as the football season comes to a close, which hopefully doesn't end tonight. Handoff's going to go right at the middle to Smith. He's going to get to the 20-yard line, and that's it.
He rolled over a couple offensive linemen to pick up about 1 or 2 there. Looks like he picked up about 2. Corey Roberts on the stop again.
3:02 to go here, 24-14. If my voice sounds a little muffled, I'm having to now we got a flag
Chris,
on the plate. Let's see what's going on.
As painful as it is, we got to play through it, right?
Right. If the guys have got to play through it, I got to play through it.
I had a nose surgery.
Warning against Navarre.
Wow. I had nose surgery yesterday, Chris.
Yeah, I talked to you, and I was going to call and check on you, but you was probably like,
I was probably 3 sheets to the wind. Had to have general anesthesia, and I was a little slow this morning, but I felt better as the day progressed. Didn't think I was going to make it out here, and I probably shouldn't be out here. But this is Escambia High playoff football.
If your doctor's watching, you're going to get a phone call saying, "What are you doing at the game?"
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Webb back to pass. He's going to lob this one up, and it is going to be caught by Irving again inside the 10 down to the 9. It's going to be a first and goal, and it's going to be a Mark Downey and Associates goal line red zone for Navarre.
You know what? I don't understand what happened there. There was blue jerseys everywhere, and yet somehow that man broke free in the middle, and they pick up the first down. And like you said, inside the red zone now, Escambia's got to stop this drive. They cannot allow another touchdown.
I formation, that may be what it's doing, Mark, is they're going under center here. Webb will go under center. He'll take the snap. He's going to hand right up the middle now. And breaking this one down inside the 5, down maybe to the 4-yard line is Smith.
Yeah, it looks like you said, he's going under center, and it seems to be working. It's just Escambia is taking time to adjust to this.
2:19 to go, 24-14 your score here in the third quarter. We're live here tonight from Emmitt Smith Field, MacArthur Stadium. Webb will go under center. The first round of the state playoffs. Webb turns, gives to Smith. He'll break a tackle inside the 5, down to the 4, maybe the 3. Third and goal now for the Navarre
like
Raiders.
Be at the 4, Chris.
Of course, next Friday night, folks, Gators hold on to win. We'll be right back here. Of course, right here on the network. Mark, myself, Paul, and Nolan will be here, and hopefully it'll be
20 degrees warmer.
20 degrees warmer, maybe.
That'd be nice. Even 50 is kind of chilly for us Floridians.
Well, 50's all right with me, of course, from the guy.
I'll take
50. I'll take 50. I'll take 60. Be nice. Webb will go under center. He'll take a straight drop. We're going to have a timeout, I believe. Timeout, Navarre.
No, there's a flag on the play.
Oh, there is a flag.
It's either going to be a false start or the refs are going to turn this into, oh, my goodness, they are. Are you kidding me? Once again.
Offsides, Escambia.
Is that going to be an automatic first down? Or is it going?
It's 3rd and goal, so it's going to move it down to about the 1.
Half the distance, should put it about the 3. 2.5.
They're going to put it to 2.5, so the play call just became a little bit simpler for Coach Jay Wells.
So it's still 3rd and goal.
24-14 our score. Webb will go under center. Takes the snap. He'll run the quarterback sneak.
He's not going to get it.
He didn't get it. He did not get it. He stopped short. And what will Coach Wells do here? With 1:18 to go, 4th and goal from the 1.
Holy cow.
The whole defensive line, and now Butler's going to check in.
They're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it. They're going to have to. Down by 10. This will be huge.
And they're trying to quickly get this play off.
Webb snaps it. He didn't get it. No, he didn't. And they give him the touchdown. He got it by 2nd, 3rd, 4th effort.
Wow.
Touchdown, Escambia with 57 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Well, once again, the refs made a couple. I hate to keep harping on the refs all night, but that's a couple key plays that kept the drive going for the Navarre Raiders, and it helps them capitalize with another touchdown. It's just a real shame. The Gators defense looked like it was holding strong, and just like that, folks, we got a 4, could be 3-point game going.
Matthew Webb to hold. Kick on the way. It is up, and it is good. And your score with 57 seconds to go, that is, of course, Luke Morton with the extra point. 24-20, 21-24 your score, 24-21. Gators on top of Navarre. Stay tuned. Of course, we'll have more coming up as the Gators will get the football here on the Escambia Gators Sports.
I'm gonna give you one of my cooking secrets, but you better keep a lid on it, all right? Cracked peppercorn. That is the secret behind my brand new Popeye's cracked pepper butterfly shrimp. Big, beautiful butterfly shrimp breaded with a light peppercorn crust and fried up fresh. And for a limited time, you get 8 big butterfly shrimp, Cajun fries, a biscuit, and my very own black and
Luke Morton to kick off for the for the Navarre Raiders. Back deep for Escambia, Felton Jackson and Jabril Fry. They're going to squib this one, and they're going to kick it all the way down to Dude at the 20-yard line. 25 to the 30. Stays on his feet to the 35. Staying on his feet, and he'll be down at the 35-yard line. So the Gators will have it 65 yards from Pater with 49.1 to go in the 3rd quarter. Chris Strickler, Mark Downey, Paul Moraney, and Nolan Puckett tonight on the camera, as we're going to have an injury timeout on the field. Want to thank Superior Termite and Pest Management, 850-437-9044. 302 Carolina Drive in Pensacola, Florida. Superior Termite and Pest Online.com. We provide affordable termite and pest control services with superior customer service. We value everything it takes to complete a superior customer experience: honesty, integrity, respect, courtesy, and punctuality. That is, again, Superior Termite and Pest Management. Mike and Angie Wilcox, we're glad to have them be a sponsor. And, of course, no plug, they got me down here. And, of course, Paul owes Mike and Angie a lot because they got me down here. So, of course, got me down here to take over for the Gators, and I'm excited about being here. Handoff's going to go right at the middle to Brown. Brown rips a tackle here, and he's going to get across the 35 to the 39-yard line. And tell you what, I've enjoyed all my time living here, Mark, and only been here 7 months, and got to know you a little bit. And
all right.
And I tell you what, I like it. My wife's saying, "You like living in Florida yet?" I said, "Yeah, I miss home." You know, of course, my home's in Northwest Alabama. Of course, be going back for Thanksgiving, but this is home to me now. I'm beginning to more and more think about Pensacola as my home.
Yeah, except for nights like this when it's
right
20-something degrees outside.
Gerald Bright on the keeper across the 40 to the 43. Well, I'm used to this temperature like this because this right here, you know this weather is playoff football.
Yeah, you're right about that. You know, it does generally tend to get cold this time of the season.
And what we're hearing, Mark, the Farmer's Almanac, colder winter than what it was last year.
Which is hard to believe. So much for global warming.
Start global heating. 24-21 your score. But then, of course, you never know. We'll be grappling about the 150-degree temperatures in the summertime, and then all that. But
Chris, I promise you, I'll never complain about the 100-degree temperatures.
Never again. Never.
No, I've always said I'll never complain about heat. I can get cool somehow, but when it's cold, I cannot get warm.
Want to thank Pensacola Motorsports. Also would like to thank Blue Angels Music, Red Cat Racing. Proud to bring you today's game. Mark Downing Associates Real Estate. Proud to bring you today's game. Of course, they're proud supporter of the Red Zone and the pregame and the postgame show coming up here as we head to the fourth quarter. This is Escambia Gator football on the Escambia Gator Sports Network. You got something there to add, Mark?
Well, here we go. This is it, Chris. Fourth quarter. The Gators need to score a touchdown, and a botched play here results in about maybe 2 yards, but it looks like it's going to be fourth down, Chris.
So
the Raiders are really getting fired up over there now.
24-21 your score. Football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2014 Florida High School Athletic Association Football State Championships, presented by Champion and hosted by the Central Florida Sports Commission, the City of Orlando, and Edgewater High School. The intense action takes place at the Citrus Bowl in Orlando with the championship games on December 5th and 6th, also following the weekend on December 12th and the 13th. Admission to each game is $12. Come out and watch the best Florida high school football play. Visit the Florida High School Athletic Association website at fhsaa.org for more info.
Emilio kicks the ball, and it's at the 35-yard line of the Raiders. That's a shame. Jabir was coming off the field. He really wanted to go for that first down on fourth and a short one, but the coaches said, no, sir, we're going to punt the ball, and the net gain is about 25 yards.
Well, here we go. Well, 11-10 to go until halftime. Another nail-biter, but, of course, now these nail-biters are going to be more frequent in the high school, in the state playoffs, Mark, as all the teams are good now. Webb will go for the shotgun. He'll take play action fake. Webb's going to load it. He's got a man over the top, and it is incomplete. And another holding call against the Gators.
This is unbelievable. Wow. Another big penalty coming up, Chris. This is a real shame. I didn't think there was any way he was going to catch the ball. But I don't know. Maybe he got enough jersey to slow him down. I don't know. Yeah. So perhaps the first right call of the night for the umpires, or officials, zebra, whatever you want to call them. I've been pretty hard on them tonight, haven't I, Chris?
You sure have. For the latest in official news about the Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds of tonight's action in the 2014 Florida State Playoffs, go to the FHAA.org as Webb on the keeper on the quarterback power, and he's got the far sideline, and he's got a convoy, and they've got their first lead of the ball game. Touchdown, Navarre. Matthew Webb just gives Navarre their first lead with 10:50 to go.
Well, we've talked about it all night. He's a dual-threat player. He can throw. He makes good decisions. And obviously he can run the ball quite well.
With 20 now with the extra point pending, it'll be a 4-point lead. So the drives not being finished by the Gators has not proved out well. 27-24 your score. Navarre, as Luke Morton will attempt the extra point. Snap, set, botch, snap. Webb back to throw. He's got all-time time. He's just going to load this one up, and he's got a man wide open.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
And Wait a minute. Coach Mike Davis is not happy. Coach Mike Davis not happy. 29-24, so it's a 5-point game now.
Wow, I'm just standing here with my microphone, just
Mike Davis
mystified.
Mike Davis is wanting a call, and the umpire made the back call. Mike, of course, wanting to know what's going on. Coach Mike Davis still working on the official.
Well, I think what he's saying is that he felt like there was a hold on the play, and you're not going to get that call there. That half the time these officials don't even know what's going on a play like that. So, once again, a botched play results in points for the Navarre Raiders.
29-24 your score with 10:50 to play. We've got a 5-point deficit. The first time we've trailed, the second time we've trailed, the first time in the playoffs, the first time all night. The Gators must find resiliency now and find it in a hurry, or our season's going to come to a close here tonight at Emmett Smith Field.
Yeah, that's a real shame because if they botch that extra point, it's a 3-point game, a field goal only, and instead it's a 5-point lead. And now, even with a touchdown by the Gators, they still only have a 2-point lead. So, although I don't know that the game will come down to it on a field goal, but you never know.
Morton to kick off now for the Navarre Raiders. He's just going to squib this one again. Corey Roberts. Nope. Jabrir's going to come up the field. This one for the 15, 20, 25, 30. Finds the far sideline, gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And now the offense is going to have to crank it up now, down by 5 there, Mark.
Yeah, once again, 36-yard line is a starting position. We've been starting all night, the 35 to 40-yard line area. Great field position, really. And the Gators need to get something going here and do it in a hurry.
Can we appreciate Play On Sports joining us on and signing that agreement with us, and we're so excited about the software, and also the folks at the North Florida High School website. Of course, everybody checking in with us as well. Gerald Bright under center. He's going to hand off right at the middle of Brown. Mark, what we need to do is we need a time-consuming clock and drive and take Navarre out of this game. But like you said, a field goal will beat the Gators. We'd only be up by 2 if we scored a touchdown.
Yeah. I hate to go back, but on that 4th down play earlier, 4th and a short
Should've
one.
Went for it.
I got to say, yes. They had the momentum. You didn't want to give the ball away, and they did. And, now we've had a 14-point turnaround since the start of the second half.
Gerald Bryant will go under center, man in motion. They're going to toss it now to Jabrir Fry. Jabrir's got the far sideline. Turns on his feet. He's going to get the first down. Knock out of bounds, and where's the penalty flag?
Wow.
My heavens.
Really surprised.
That was a penalty. Folks,
like
you saw
penalty.
it on the website. That's why I got a little bit uptight on that one. That should have been a penalty flag.
Well, we've seen it all night the other way, and I'm not sure what's going on with the not getting the plays in or something. But
we got to hurry up. We got
Escambia doesn't appear to know what they're doing right here. Plenty of time on the play clock. No
Gators with down by 5, 29-24. 10:02 to play. Gators back to pass. Caught by Jabrir Fry. It's going to be a touchdown. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. End zone. Touchdown. Gators.
Wow, what a play. You know what? You rarely see the Escambia do that, but it's such an effective play. It's an easy pass that Jabrir can do every day of the week. And I think it really caught Navarre completely by surprise.
Well, now we're up 30 to 29. Now we need to have something happen. A 2-point conversion.
You got to do the 2-point. You got to do the 2-point.
Javier Smith will go. They're going to snap it. They're going to swing it out. No. And that's a bad snap. Oh, my heavens.
Wow. Well, the good news is we're still up, Chris.
We're up by 1 now.
You'd love to see those, but like I told you, this game doesn't need to come down to a field goal. This game, we need to go ahead and make a big stop defensively, and turn this. The game is turned around now. That was a huge play. Certainly sucked the wind out of Navarre's sails, and we need to capitalize right now by a 3-and-out.
30 to 29, 9:51 to play. Stay tuned. We have more coming up. This is Gator Football on the Escambia Gator Sports Network.
Wingstop is all about flavor. But flavor is more than a sauce. Flavor stands out. Flavor is in the details. Flavor is in the motion. Flavor brings people together. And despite everyone's individual tastes, flavor is what we all bring to the table. Bring more flavor to your big event with Wingstop.
Emilio Maldonado will kick it off. Derek Smith and Michael Sandlo back deep to return the kickoff for the Navarre Raiders. A 30-29 lead now for Escambia as the Gators marched right back into this ball game and took a lead and botched the two-point conversion. Kick on the way by Emilio.
Wow.
And it's going to be a short kick, and it is going to be, oh my heavens, he nearly ran out of bounds. Mike and Smith.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you
Breaking
kidding me?
We got a hold. Hold it, and he's just finally.
They got it.
Finally a hold. Finally a hold.
Wow.
As number 9, Stephen McGee, quarterback, defensive back, was held. He could have been dancing with Sadie Robertson on Dancing with the Stars.
He was holding it for 20 yards. It
got
took
it.
forever for the officials to catch it. I don't know what they were looking at. Finally, this should be back at the 15-yard line.
Penalties to holding. We got a.
It looks like they're calling
We
two
have
holds.
two holds. Got 2 holds called.
The question is where will they spot that from? Because it started back at the 20-yard line. And so if we get 10 yards from there, it's at the 10. But it looks like they threw the flag at about the 30. So we'll see. It's interesting to see where they're going to spot this ball, Chris. I have no clue with these officials so far tonight what they're going to do. They're just walking around aimlessly. Wow, it took them 10 yards to get the call, unfortunately for the Gators. But it will be Navarre's ball at the 20, looks like just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 for Navarre. They're going to have it. 2 receivers to the far side, receiver near side. Webb will have 2 backs alongside. We have not seen bad snap, and this is going to be a snap to the running back. And
the referees are not set once again. What is going on with these referees?
I have no idea. They're cold.
They have no excuse for running around, Chris. I don't know what's going on here. But the referees, one of them was walking towards the sideline. The other one was running towards the middle. And now a flag. What's this going to be? Finally, they get a call right.
Well, I think they got to delay a game against the Navarre Raiders. 9:37 to go in this one here, folks. It's a wild night here. This is the first round of the state playoffs. Winner of this one moves on to get Pensacola High and the Choctaw. Of course, we'll have Paul coming up in the Mark Downey & Associates scoreboard update here in a minute.
I'm sorry, Chris. What is going on? The coach has come onto the field to argue a false start play, and meanwhile, this game has come to a halt.
Well,
why are the refs standing there arguing with him? Let's get on the field and play ball.
I don't know neither, but of course, Paul's going to come up here in just a few minutes. Last update, Paul had Pensacola High 17, Choctaw 13. So, of course, Paul's phone's froze up, so we're going to give him time to get the icicles off of it. As Coach Jay Walls gets the play and sends it into his senior quarterback, Matthew Webb. We have not seen Mr. Carter the rest of the ball game. He must be injured. They're going to send a man in motion. They're going to run a play-action play.
He's got
Webb, he's got a man wide open, and it is going to be broken up.
Woo. And
it is broken up, incomplete. And we're going to send it down to Paul for a Mark Downey & Associates scoreboard update. Let's check it in with Paul.
All right, Pensacola Choctaw. The score is now 28-17 Choctaw in the third.
Choctaw has now turned on the Jets. Wow.
Taking control of the game, Chris.
28-17 Choctaw now over the Pensacola High Tigers. Mike Bennett and his team are looking like they're going to go down in the first round. Navarre, 2nd down and 10. Matthew Webb sends a man in motion.
16.
They're going to run a jet sweep. Webb on the quarterback keeper. He's going to get to about the 20-yard line, and that is it.
Original line of scrimmage, Chris.
Original line of scrimmage. Butler made the tackle along with number 13 making the tackle for the Gators there. That is Sante Hills coming up from his defensive line spot to make the tackle. Big third down here, Paul.
Chris, this is a huge third down. The Gators have got to stop them now. This is a pivotal point in the game. Just under 9 minutes left. Clock rolling. The Gators, the band, the pride, the fans, we're all in it. And here we go with one of the biggest plays of the game so far.
This is the biggest play, as Mark just said, biggest play of the game. Williams alongside of Webb. Big third down in here. Pressure coming. Pressure coming. Webb escapes. He's going to throw it. It's flag. Penalty flags. Probably going to be offensive pass interference.
We'll
get
what
the call here
is.
from Jeremy Lowry, our referee for tonight.
Let's see if it's an offensive. I'd be shocked if it was, but looks like the Gators are stepping backwards, so unfortunately this is
they are
probably
pointing
toward
they're pointing toward Navarre. Let's see. Let's see. Pass interference holding against Escambia.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Again, a reminder, folks, join myself and are we going to do Talk to Talk tomorrow night? You got a computer?
I ain't got the computer.
Well, no Talk to Talk sports until probably 2015, folks.
Well, they haven't moved the chains yet, Chris. I don't know what's going on here.
So Jeremy Lowry, the referee,
what is going on here
for tonight, and of course they're going to move the chains now. It will be a first down.
Wait a minute, they haven't moved the chains.
It's going to bring up third in inches.
Okay.
Third down in inches, 30-29, 8:44 to go. Webb will keep the keeper. He'll get the first down. First down. That was a big penalty. That one, a big penalty on the Gators there. And don't know the call, but I didn't see a call. It looked like Randolph pushed off over there, but
they called a holding.
They called a holding call. Big drive, but of course aided by the penalty. So here we go, 30-29 your score. If the Gators win tonight, they'll either get Choctaw or Pensacola High. If Pensacola High wins, they'll come here. And that will not be for the wash bucket. That'll be for the third round. Play a handoff. It's going to go right up the middle, and the Gator D slams the door shut. Granderson in there as well. Also Lovelace in there as Derek Smith on the run for the Gators, for the Navarre Raiders there, Mark.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes left in this game, and this is a long, slow drive so far, aided and abetted by the officials.
All-Pro Sam first down last time they got the first down. Navarre play action is going to hand off to Smith. It's going to be Webb on a keeper. Webb on a keeper. He'll pick up another All-Pro Sam first down. That little play action fake sucked everybody in.
Wow.
And Webb could have took it for a touchdown, but he got out of bounds, but he moves the chains with 7:44 to go and clock stops.
I'm really surprised that Webb went out of bounds. It looked like he could have turned it upfield and had at least another 10 or 20 yards. Like you said, maybe you'd taken that to the house. I don't know what happened.
Of course, as Paul just told you in the Mark Downey and Associates scoreboard update, Pensacola High down 28-17 to Choctaw at Choctaw. Webb will go under center. He's going to turn, hand to Smith again. Smith gets across the 45 to the 46, maybe even the 47, as DeMarcus McKenzie comes up from the outside linebacker spot to make the tackle for the Gators. Also, Danico Floyd making the tackle.
Brings up about second and looks like about 8.
Well,
second and 9.
They're going to say a yard gain there, Mark. So, again, appreciate you folks for joining us here tonight. Next Friday night, folks, if the Gators hold on, we'll be right back here as Choctaw comes to town. 7:30 kick, and hopefully it'll be 65 degrees.
I heard that. Sure would be nice. Makes
Webb
it a lot
will go
easier.
under center. He'll play action, fake pressure coming, lofts it up. He's going deep. He's got a man. It's broken up. Great coverage.
Play.
Great coverage there by Dude Donaldson from the defensive backfield to make the play there on Quentin Randolph. Still a 1-point lead and a 3rd and 9 for Navarre.
Once again, huge play coming up, Chris.
Mark, if you're Coach Wells, I'm going to ask you. I just want you to put on Coach Wells' headset for a minute. 3rd and 9, you don't get it. Do you go for it? Or do you play defense?
Absolutely not. You play field position. It's a 1-point game, 7 minutes left. No.
Webb from the gun. He'll take the snap. 2 receivers either side. Going to get a completion and a first down.
That play's been there for him all night long.
That was Terrell Courtney.
Unbelievable.
Terrell Courtney with the catch.
The coaches sitting next to us are just squirming in their seats. They can't believe it. They can't believe they just fell for that again. The defense playing soft.
11-yard gain.
Routes.
11-yard pickup on that one, Mark. 11 yards on the play. 30-29 your score. Escambia up by 1 over the Navarre Raiders. Good guys need to hold on to this one here. Webb from the gun. He'll take the snap. Pressure coming. Pressure is coming. He's got a man deep. He's got Randolph. And Randolph out of bounds. Incomplete. He pushed off, too.
Wow, and no call. I can't believe this. That was the easiest call all night.
They're letting him play.
Randolph clearly pushed off to get better position on the ball. And he didn't catch it, but come on, refs. That's an easy call.
30-29. 28-24 now.
Wow.
Here
Pensacola
comes
says no, sir.
Here comes Mike Bennett back. Two receivers either side. Webb back to throw. He's got a man Randolph. It's complete. First down, Navarre inside the 30.
There was a chop block just before that throw, but no call once again.
Again, folks, the Gators, 6:40 to play. The Gators, the Cardiac Kids, they're trying their hardest to advance to the second round, and Navarre's not going away quietly. This was a 10-point lead, and the Gators now, and Coach Mike Davis is wanting a chop block, and you've seen it up here, Mark, there was a chop block.
I just don't understand what these officials are looking at.
And
that's got to be a false start.
That's a false start there.
Oh, come on. Number 73 jumped up like he was like the ball had snapped.
Let's see the call. Oh
my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Mike Davis is not.
It's clearly trickery. Number 73 just jumped up. This is unbelievable.
My heavens.
I don't know that I've ever seen this in the history of
no, I have
any
not.
Football game I've ever watched.
I don't understand this, Mark, and but of course, I mean,
we are battling the elements and the officials.
Yes, we are. We're battling the cold weather. Play action fake. Webb on the keeper. He'll get to the 20-yard line. 6:12 to go in the ball game, and
time marches on.
But we got time on our side, folks. But if Navarre can drive the field, we'll still have about 4 minutes left and have an opportunity. But we won't need a field goal. We'll need a touchdown to win this ball game.
Yeah. Well, let's stop them right here and just forget about it all.
Right.
This could be 4-down territory now.
Want to thank Foosackly's Fried Chicken, proud supporter of the Gator Kickoff Show. Also want to thank Wingstop and the Miracle Strip Amusement Park. Webb back to pass, throws the pass. It's going to be caught for Randolph for a touchdown. Aided by the referees. Randolph. Quentin Randolph caught that one. It's now 36-29 with a point pending. And 29. So let's get the score here. 35-30. 35-30. So a 5-point lead. Now Navarre's going to go up by 2. Try to go for 2. That one, Mark, on that's on the officials, I believe. That touchdown's on the officials.
Well, they still made it look pretty easy on the Gator defense. So you can't, the officials certainly gave them the opportunity, but the Raiders made the most of it.
We got to watch Webb here. They're going to roll the rollout pass. Webb's going to throw it. It's caught for a 2-point conversion.
Wide open once again. This is unbelievable.
So now a tie. We're going to have to go march down the field and go for 2.
No, it's going to be it's a 7-point game.
So we'd have to kick the extra point.
We just need a touchdown.
Need a touchdown
and a PAT. Got an injured Gator on the field.
5:30.
Maybe his pride. I don't know.
5:32 to go in the ball game. 37-30. Navarre on top. This is the Gator football on the Escambia Gator Sports Network.
Yours are the shoulders that others depend on. To be there. To never let them down. And to get the job done. So when there's a lot riding on your shoulders, there's a lot riding on ours.
Welcome to Fairfield Inn and Suites.
Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott. Let's get it done.
Well, Mark, we've got a first half going on right here, right now. Second half, of course, and the Gators down by 7 now. And as we just heard, the regional semifinals next Friday night. If the Gators don't do anything here, we could be playing basketball next Friday night. Kickoff going to go down to Fry.
You know, all the breaks have gone Navarre's way so far. Any break you could possibly need has gone their way.
Javier Fry breaking tackle, stays on his feet.
Wow, look at this.
Javier Fry on his feet.
Look at this.
And Javier Fry stays on his feet. Staying on his feet, runs the ball hard up
what
to
a run!
41-yard line. Javier Fry. Wow.
He ran 100 yards to get 30.
That'll work.
Electrified the crowd and certainly got his team energized.
Well, most importantly, it got us warm for a minute.
I actually forgot that my toes were numb for 2 seconds until you said something.
You're not a deer hunter, I can done tell. I'm going to go to Walmart tomorrow, actually. I'm getting me some of them thermal warm socks. I'm not going to freeze next week.
I've got 2 thermal socks on and my toes are still numb. That's how cold it is.
Well, we got an official timeout. 5:14 to go in this one. Ball at the 41-yard line. Gators down by 7. We need a touchdown to tie it. This is Escambia Gator football on the Escambia Gators Sports Network.
Sonny's Big Deal. Slow smoke barbecue piled high, served with a homemade sidekick and a Sunny-sized drink. Impressive? At just $5.99, you're darn right. Oh, yeah.
Want to remind everybody, after the game tonight, win or lose, come out to Whataburger on Warrington, where the Gators gather to enjoy some great food, some great time. You'll also see the voice of the Gators there, of course, and we'd sure love to see all you folks be there at Whataburger on Warrington after the game tonight. Gators will have it. Gerald Bright right up the middle of Brown. He'll get to the 41-yard line. Brown stays on his feet. Brown breaks a tackle. Brown to the 50, to the 45. The sledgehammer showing some ballerina moves, and the sledge gets us an off-road sound. First down.
2 big plays by the Gators to really dig themselves out of what could have been a huge hole. 2 great runs, and now the Gators are in business.
Here we go, 5:04 to play. We don't need a turnover. A turnover pretty much seals our fate, but with 3 timeouts on the way. 2 wide receivers again either side. Brown is the setback behind Gerald Bright. Again, next Friday night, folks, the Gators win. We host Choctaw. Gerald Bright up the middle. Gerald gets to the 44, and that's a yard on the play. On a cold night here in Pensacola, here on the first round of the state playoffs, here tonight, the regional semifinals next week, folks.
I tell you what, need to keep moving the ball upfield.
Gerald Bright will go under center. Gerald takes the snap, swings it out. It's going to be caught and taken down. That was read beautifully by Navarre.
Once again, a long 3rd down play coming up. The Gators keep digging themselves in these holes. And Chris, could this now, for the Gators, be 4-down territory?
This has to be 4-down territory.
Still
here.
4 minutes and all your timeouts, so there's plenty of time left. But you got to think.
But if you get some
Navarre's been moving the ball.
Right. But do you go for this? Do you do this, Mark? If you get in field goal, if you do get in range, do you go for a field goal?
No.
To at least get some points to make it a 4-point game.
I don't think so. 4 points does you nothing. It's still outside of a field goal.
Back to pass.
Oh, no. What do we have now?
We're going to have a penalty flag on the play.
Are you kidding me?
This could be a 3rd and very long now.
Wow.
False start, Escambia.
Unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Antonio Cannon's going to check in.
Every single play going Navarre's way. Now we need a huge play. We need Superman to pull his cape out.
Yes, we need Superman to come out of them glasses, come out of that shirt, and rip open that T-shirt and rip open that jersey and let JB3 be exposed and let him take off here for a touchdown. Clock running. Clock is not our friend now, Mark.
We don't have much time. What are we doing here?
3:35 to go. If the Gators on 3rd and long, let's see what happens. Gerald Bright back to pass. Swings the pass out. It's going to be complete to Martin McGee.
Oh.
Martin breaks the tackle. He's down the far sideline. He stays on his feet. He's going to get the first down.
He
inside
did it.
the 30 to the 25. All-pro sound. First down.
Wow,
Escambia.
Chris. When the ball was swung out on the right side, I didn't think he was going to be able to catch the ball, much less make a gain like that. And he just turned the Jets on upfield, and yes, you called it. It's a first down.
Here we go. 3:19 to go. Clock running. 37-30. Navarre with the lead over Escambia. Turnover is not what we want, and there's a fumble. Gerald Bright right up the middle. Gerald just does what he can, gets across the 25 to the 22.
Wow. Turns a potential fumble into 4-yard gain.
Well, here we go. Mark, if we...
Under 3, Chris.
Under 3 minutes now. This may be Coach Mike Davis. He may be trying to go to overtime, and hopefully... But we have to have a touchdown.
Well, you got to score first.
We have to score, folks. We don't want to play basketball next week. We would love to be hosting Choctaw or Pensacola High next Friday night. Handoff, Gerald Bright on the keeper. Gerald's going to get to the 20. And they read that perfectly. We're going to have a big third down here now. Another big third down. 3rd and about 7 now for the Gators here now with 2:19 to go. Clock is moving. As the Gators now
very quickly, Chris.
Going to have to move very, very quickly now. If the Gators want to keep the season alive and the chance to hoist a state title, you got to take everybody's best shot. 1:59 to play. 37-30 your score. Winner of this, again, folks, goes to the second round of the quarterfinals next Friday night. Gerald Bright pitching this one to Brown, and it's eat up.
You know,
that was a bad play by Gerald Bright.
Well, I have to say more so, it was the Navarre defense that stepped up. Well, now, you know, you've used up your entire clock. You have all 3 timeouts, but there's no time left, period. This is it. This is a 4th down play.
This is it, Mark.
Even with your 2 timeouts left, this game's over if they don't make this play now. And you're almost forced into a throwing play.
Right, unless
passing play, excuse me.
Right, unless Mike Davis wants to go for it unless Mike wants to kick the field goal, which wow.
Well, you'd have to kick a field goal and then you have to kick an onside kick, and that just doesn't seem likely.
Well, again, folks, this game right here, 37-30 your score, 1:35 to go. The Gators, could the season? This is for the season. I hate to say it, could be the final performance of the year for the band. Could it be?
Well,
until 2015.
It's going to have to be a spectacular play because we've got 4th and a long 11 yards. Here comes the Escambia offense on the field.
Here we go,
Can
Mark.
They pull some razzle-dazzle.
Here we go, Mark. Can Superman, can Gerald Bright do it again? Stafford, the senior. Gerald Bright.
What do we have now?
And a timeout, I believe, by Navarre. Penalty flag.
Are you
penalty
kidding me?
flag.
Once again,
they're saying delay a game against Escambia.
That's not possible. They had just started the clock out of the timeout. This, you know, I think I have the full support of everyone up here that these referees officially do not know what they're doing out here.
And now they're going to come over to Coach Wells.
I'm pretty sure they're checking with Coach Wells for every play call. And they seem to be debating with the coach on every single play. And apparently the coach keeps winning.
Let's see what the call is here. Coach Mike Davis is going to find out what's going on.
Well, now officials coming to the other sideline. Looks like they're going to put the flag in their pocket.
Jabrier Fry comes over. The final play of the season for the Gators. 1:35 remaining, no flag.
Yeah, he's waving it off.
Gators have got to get 11 yards. They've got to get inside the 15 down to the 14. This is when Gerald Bright needs to do something huge.
You got
this is the season. Bright back to pass. Gerald Bright breaks the tackle. He's going to be sacked. It's over.
That's it.
the season has come to a close.
An all-out blitz by Navarre results in a huge, huge sack, breaks the back of the Gators, Gator Nation, and it's such a shame, Chris.
Well, there's still so Navarre will take over the ball at the 40-yard line, an all-out blitz.
Well, you got 2 timeouts, but
2 timeouts, yeah, but 2 timeouts. My heavens. A 9-2 record.
You know, I don't want to put this on the shoulders of the officials, but there's a lot of blown calls out there tonight.
Sure was,
certainly didn't hurt Navarre's chances.
Play action fake Webb on the rollout. He's going to be taken down, breaks a tackle. Granderson, he's just going to go down. Timeout, I think, needs to be taken right here. Timeout. But there's still plenty of time, Mark, and we still got a timeout on the field. We got a timeout. And they threw a flag. What? Personal foul. What?
Oh, my
How
goodness.
in the world did he get a face mask?
Well, that'll do it right there, folks. That's going to be the first down they needed, so that's going to end the game. A couple kneel downs should end it here, Chris. I guess that's apropos. It's only fitting that the game would end on a
27. And how many on Navarre? 1.
27-1.
Something ain't right there. And I know this is our last broadcast for the Florida High School Athletic Association. You guys see this? You guys need to find out what's going on, okay? I'm sorry, but 27-1, come on now.
It's just not possible.
I mean, come on.
And
timeout Escambia. We're going to take the timeout with them. 37-30, 27 flags to 1 for Navarre. Y'all got to get that fixed. We'll take the timeout. Well, we're back at it here, folks. 37-30 our score right here, as Webb will have under center. He'll take a snap, and he'll go on a quarterback keeper right up the middle.
Wow.
And he'll take that one all the way for a touchdown to seal the game for Navarre.
You know, congratulations to Navarre, but I don't understand why you don't take a few kneel downs. Obviously, the Gators were expecting a kneel down, but Navarre just wanted to make a statement, rub it in a little bit perhaps. And that's really not a classy move by the Navarre Raiders.
Well, let me find it.
Yeah, we're going to get the FHSAA sportsmanship conduct.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by this station and the Florida High School Athletic Association.
Well, you know, I'm not really sure what to say at this point. I'll probably get in trouble if I say much more.
Well,
so
I've done said
I'll
enough.
just shut up.
I've done said enough, and Paul's probably going to get a phone call from the Florida High School Athletic Association. But all they got to do
is look at the tape.
Give me a call if y'all want to talk to me. But y'all got some referee problems. 27 flags to Escambia's, to Navarre's 1 flag the entire night. I mean, y'all need to get your acts together. I mean, I'm sorry, Paul, but I mean, this right here is uncalled for. 27 flags to their 1.
You know,
well, with a 14-point lead.
It actually, if you think about it, it actually opens the door because, but they take a few kneel downs, the game's over. That's what's so dumb about it. if they take a few kneel downs, the game's over. Instead, they score a touchdown, which I'm thinking that maybe Escambia even let them score that, because now we've scored a touchdown, quick onside kick, scored another touchdown. Wouldn't it just be something?
If Escambia could score 50. Yep,
I'm a dreamer, but wouldn't it be something if that happened?
Well, the Escambia High Gators.
Crazier things have happened in football.
Folks, wow. 9-0, lost last week, and now going to suffer this loss to the Navarre Raiders with 68 seconds remaining in the season. And, wow. Kickoff's going to go deep.
How about we run it back real quick?
And Gerald Bright's going to take this one from his 12. Gerald Bright to the 30.
Take it to the house.
Gerald Bright stays on his feet. He's going to get taken down at the 40-yard line.
Trying as hard as he can.
Of course, Gerald Bright has got a scholarship offer to the University of Tennessee, and Gerald Bright has an opportunity right here, folks, with 1 minute to play. Wow, what a tough man. We're going to get into the Mark Downey and Associates pregame show, and we're going to Paul's going to come in, postgame show, and we're going to come in, and Paul's going to talk about the year. We're going to talk about everybody what their favorite moments was this year. I know Mark joined us last week against Tate, but he followed the team all season long with his son being in the band. So, Of course, we'll be talking about this team. And
it's been a great season.
It has been a great season that's going to come up short here tonight as Navarre, as Gerald Bright's going to take off and run this one. Gerald
says it ain't over yet.
Gerald Bright breaks the tackle, and he's going to stay in.
Call a timeout here.
Clock's going to stop as the chains move, Mark. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Escambia as the Gators' 2014 season is going to come up short here tonight. A 14-point loss. Hopefully not a 14-point loss, maybe a 1 point behind, 1 point victory.
Again. There's that play again.
Pass is going to be complete as the clock's going to move now. Clock's going to stop. Clock's going to stop. It should stop as the clock's going to stop as they move the chain.
For a first down, the chains should be moving.
2nd down and 1. They're going to spike it.
Wow. Looked like there should have at least been a measurement. Looks like the sticks are at the 30-yard line. The ball's spotted close enough to the 30. You had thought they'd stop the clock for a measurement, but not tonight, folks. Yeah, I think maybe that's what it is. The rest
they're going to try to get out of the
game.
They don't want us. They don't want to come. They don't want to have to deal with the backlash.
Well, I think they wanted to get out of here before the game started.
Yeah. 31.1 to go here in a 14-point game. The Gators were up by 10 at halftime, and wow, 44-30. Unless something happens here. Gerald Bright back to pass, going to load up. He's got a man there, unless it's going to be picked off. And it's going to be
wow. He almost made that cut. He almost
nearly
made that
caught
catch.
that one. He did. Again, next Friday night, folks, the Gators, unless the Gators barring a miracle, the Gators will end the season with a 9-2 record. Unfinished business was taken care of this year. A district championship, made the playoffs, but the slogan next year is next time we are on the air, folks, and we'll be talking about that here in just a little bit here. And we're going to hand this one right up the middle.
Are you?
And that is 4th and 1. Let's see.
Wow. Look, and once again, the coach is on the field, and there should be a flag on the play for that. I don't understand why he's allowed to run on the field every single time. It's clearly a first down. It's not even close.
1st and 10 Gators.
What's going on here?
And it's going to be a timeout taken, folks, with 21.9 to go. Folks, Paul, of course, Paul signed this deal. We're going to let Paul kind of tell us about what's going on. And, Paul, tell us about the new news we've got going on for the Escambia folks that are going to be watching tonight.
Well, we're going to be transitioning from the football right into basketball. On November the 20th, I believe, we'll have the first broadcast for the Escambia varsity women and men as they take on Rocky Bayou. Again, that game will be here at Escambia, and you can catch it on 8730smn.com. And then when basketball season rolls over, we'll roll right into baseball. And, of course, we'll be doing some Pensacola State College baseball as well. So lots of interesting things, and you guys want to tune in and be a part of it all.
And, of Of course, folks, that will be next week, Paul. I believe next Friday night, wouldn't it? Be next Friday night or it'd be next Thursday night. Next Thursday night, unless they postpone it, move it back. You never know. They might move it back. But, of course, that game, of course, this coming Thursday night, 6 o'clock, will be on the air about 5:45 or about 5:50, depending on the time. The pass is going to be caught, and it will be taken down just short, and the Gators are going to have to hurry up and spike the football. And second down and 10 as Gator fans already making their way to the exits as the season tonight, folks, will come to a close here tonight as Gerald Bryant spikes it with 8 seconds to play. So the Gators' unfinished business will come to an end here. Of course, the Escambia High Football Network is going to wrap up the 2015 season, but it's been a great season, folks. And Paul, we're going to stay on we may stay on a little bit extra here, of course, to reminisce about the year with you. And, of course, Mark, we're going to let Mark get out of here as quickly as possible so you can go and get
nurse my wounds.
Nurse your wounds and get ready to go. And but, Mark, as this season comes to a close, as Gerald Bright will go under center, I know tears are in his eyes right now as he looks.
Well, he ends his high school career right here.
This is his high school career. Gerald Bright takes the snap, loads up, has got a man.
We got a flag on the play.
And a flag on the play. Let me guess, it's going to be the 29th against Escambia. Yep, you got it. 28th penalty.
Wow. Wow. And I'd like to say that I saw it should be a 10-second runoff. You're right. But it appears that the referees aren't going to call that.
They're going to let the season. This is it. 3rd and 11. Navarre's going to advance. They're going to throw this one into the end zone, and that one's out of bounds. Did he catch it? No, he didn't. 3.2 seconds to go.
So bring up 4th down.
It's going to be a very somber night at Whataburger on Warrington as the Gators were up 30-29, 17-7 at halftime, and the Gators blow a lead to the Navarre Raiders, and Navarre is going to host next Friday night. No, they'll travel, won't they, Paul? They will travel
to Choctaw
to take on the Green Wave of Choctaw next Friday night. Back to pass, final play of the 2014 football season, and it is broken up, and that's going to do it. That is it. 14-point win for Navarre, 44-30. Navarre wins tonight over the Escambia Gators to send the Gators home, and a night of sorrow will happen here now at this stadium as the lights go off for the final time as Navarre comes to town and knocks off the Navarre as they come out to town to knock off the West Pensacola team, the Escambia High Gators tonight. And Mark, as we close out here, as we go into town, go ahead and I know you're fixing to get out of here and get warm, but what was your memories about this year? I know.
Well, there's a lot of good things that happened. Obviously, a lot of controversy with Coach Spears being terminated, not even really mid-season. But phenomenal coach. We'll never forget Coach Spears. Certainly one of the more memorable moments is just having him on the sideline and all that he did for these players. He loved them dearly. They loved him, and I know they'll never forget him. But, it was a well-coached team, and, this game is not indicative of their season, all these penalties. We're not sure what to think of that, the referees and whatnot. But a really good team, ran a great triple option, something you don't see very often anymore. And it's a shame that it comes to a close this way, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know about you, Chris, but I've really enjoyed it.
I have, and, of course, I'm going to tell you what, folks, this has been a great season, and my first time as the voice of the Gators, and a 9-2 regular season record, I'll take it, and a district championship and a chance to be in the playoffs. And I know these cheerleaders, the band, their final game here tonight. And Mark, it's been a pleasure to work with you, and
thanks for having me.
And as we said, as Paul, I know Paul's going to echo with me. You are, of course, invited for baseball season. When baseball season starts, we'd love to have you be the color commentator with us on baseball.
I look forward to it.
And of course, thanks so much for y'all's support for the network. And And happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yeah,
Happy
you too, Chris.
Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas to you, and all that good stuff. And
we'll hopefully see you in the spring.
We'll see you in the spring. Of course, it's actually going to start January 15th when baseball is going to start.
Wow.
It's going to be cold again for baseball, but
No
hey,
kidding.
Good thing we're going to be in that press box with the heater on.
Amen.
Paul better get a heater for Christmas.
Yeah, we'll buy him one.
We'll buy him a one. Yeah, but we're going to close it
All right,
out
guys.
here, and I'm going to hand the mic over to Paul, and if Mark wants to hand
I'm going to hand it over to Paul. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And great season for Escambia Gator football.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it so much. Mark Downey, of course, joining me. And, of course, Mark is going to go get warm, and we'll see him, of course, and appreciate him. And, of course, he is going to be joining us as the color commentator for baseball. And, Paul, man,
what can you say, man?
I can't tell you as we enter into this right now. And, Paul, first off, before we go off the air, I mean, this is just, I know I may have got you in trouble tonight with the FHSAA, but I apologize. If they fine you, I'll pay the fine. They will, because I think I'm very passionate about what I was saying. 29 flags to Navarre's 1 is unbelievable. But before I get into this, I know it's hard, but I first off want to thank you. I want to thank you for this opportunity to be a part of a district championship, bringing a guy in here from Northwest Alabama that had 12 years of broadcasting experience and brought me in and let me be a part of this great thing. I want to thank Coach Spears as well. Coach has been a great friend, and he was the one that put me in touch with you, but I just want to thank you and your wife and the family so much, because this week I've been worried about the last 2 performances of the broadcast, but Paul was telling me, he said, you're our Eli Gold, man, and it just meant the world to me, and I hope you'll have me back next year as the voice of the Gators for football as well. So I hope that I just appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much.
You bet. We have a whole lot more games in front of us. As we'll start with basketball next Friday night.
Next Thursday night, ain't it?
Thursday or Friday. We'll have to look at
Are we going to be
whatever the 20th is?
Yeah, I believe it's on a Thursday night. Are we going to be next Friday night? Anybody going in the playoffs next week? Or are we going to head to Navarre? Are we going
I don't know. We may get the phone call and say, "Hey, we need you to go to Navarre. Or we need you to go to Choctaw, or wherever it may be."
They may not want me to go because I've probably got them in trouble.
Yeah, yeah, we might be soloing.
But that's all right. But folks, I was just gonna tell Paul, I'm probably not gonna, unless you need me there Thursday night. You're probably gonna want me there anyway. I would like to take a couple of weeks off to get ready for basketball, but of course, I'll be there I'll be there Thursday night if you need me there. And
we would, I can't call a basketball game, so that's where I depend on you to do. And
well, I'll try my best to be there. And it's been a great season for Escambia. Again, Thanks so much to Coach Joseph Gaddy and Coach Mike Davis, Coach Tyrone Boulware, Coach Williams, all the coaches.
Listen, Chris, I want to take a minute as a Escambia alum and a former player at Escambia High School, and I want to tip my hat to this team. This was a team of gentlemen. This was a team of men. Even in defeat, they were well-mannered, well-behaved, and they make an old Salt Gator like myself very proud. And very proud of them, proud of the season. Chris, proud of you. Nolan, great job this year, proud of you. And,
Didn't mean to get you fined, hopefully.
It's bittersweet to end this way, but we did get a district championship. And we got something to hang our hat on for next year. The team looks very good coming back. And
and now
it's going to be an interesting.
It's going to be an interesting 6 months waiting on now
the decision.
Now
who will be next?
Now who will be next? The applications are probably filling the district office. There's capable men that can take the reins. Right now, I think Mike Davis is the favorite to take this job.
I would love to see Coach Davis.
I would love to see Coach Davis take this job, but of course, an Escambia grad would love nothing more. But the good thing about this is that we're going to be keeping eye on the papers, and we're going to be keeping an eye on. Of course, Paul's got his ear pulsed to the Escambia, but we don't know what's going to happen.
I can't hear nothing out the mirrors tonight, though.
Well, I tell you what, I know they're frozen, but as they warm up, and again, folks, it's been a great 2014 football season. And Paul, and when me and you talked early this summer, I was talking to you, and you called me, and you said, hey, we're not going to be able to have Escambia football. Your health and just wasn't going to be feasible. but something happened. You got some equipment.
Yeah, well, we
got some money and got some equipment. We was able to do that first ball game. It wasn't no audio. It was just audio only.
Right.
But it was audio only, and now look where we're at now. We got some great software now to keep us going, and it's going to be an exciting time now as we move to basketball and then to baseball. And, again, we thank so much for joining us, folks. And Gator Nation, thank you so much for all the kind comments. It's been a pleasure to be the voice of the Gators. And, again, Paul, thank you.
You bet.
Thank you. I mean, again, I'm sorry for getting you fined. And I lost my professionalism on the broadcast, and I do apologize to all the folks. And folks at the FHSAA, I apologize. I'm passionate for my team. I'm a Gator. I'm proud to be an Escambia Gator, and looking forward to the future. And
I do want to. We can't wrap this broadcast up without tipping our hats to Navarre.
Yes, Navarre.
Navarre, great game. They're a great football team, and I think they're going to go deep. I'd like to see them go. You always want to see somebody from the local area go deep, and we tip our hat to Navarre. Great job, those young men. And again, we're going to with that wrap it up. It's about 10 below zero. It feels up here on the box.
Yes,
I can't feel my toes, my legs, my knees.
Right.
And we're going to wrap this up, and until next year.
Yes,
that'll do it for Gator football.
Gator football off the air.
The Escambia Gator Sports Network. Join us on the 20th for our first basketball game, and then there'll be a brief break in between there, a week or so, while we recuperate from what has been a very long season.
Yeah, it has been, and of course, be going back home for Thanksgiving, Paul. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
I appreciate it, buddy. You too. And until next week.
And we'll see everybody.
That'll do it.
On Thursday night, we'll see you guys. We'll be on the air about 5:45, 5:50 with the pregame show. Good night. God bless you. And again, go Gators.